What's up, guys? This is Live at the Bike hosting live at Taiwan, the CTP Poker Club in Taipei. This is JJ De La Garza, and I am D20 so Wayne Chung of the Live at the Bike poker stream. And this is a special event. We have our famous Live at the Bike regs, Andy. It's six-handed, so that's seat 2 to us, but it will be labeled, I believe, as seat 3 on the screen. And Kitty Quo, the lovely Kitty Quo, in seat 7.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Happy to be here live from Taiwan is in the building, and we are broadcasting on our Live at the Bike channel. Usually, this is High Stakes Friday, since the casinos are closed in California at the moment. We were able to gift you guys with this footage, and we, like Wayne said, we have Andy in the mix, and we have Kitty, and they played. I believe it was a 72 player tournament. Wayne.
I believe it's over 70 for sure, and the buy-in was 58,800, but it's Taiwan dollars, so it's converted. It's about $2,000 buy-in USD.
Nice.
And shout out to Kitty Quo for setting us all up and helping us run the stuff during quarantine. And they do not have masks because coronavirus is just really not a thing in Taiwan, but it was a really strict process.
Yep, and we will be giving out shout outs to you guys all night. You guys, we're going to be interacting with the chat the whole time too. So if you guys have any questions for Wayne or I, feel free to jump in the mix. Seat number 3 will catch his name. Andy is in seat number 4, I believe it's labeled. We got Win K in seat number 4, Kitty in seat number 7, and Y. Is that correct, Wayne?
I think that way. It looks like that way.
That way, yeah. So he is in seat number 8. Looks like we're trying to catch up with the flop graphic, but looks like we have Ace Queen versus 10 Jack, and looks like seat number 1 just flatted with 10 Jack from the small blind. Flop did go check, check. And with the turn ace, that definitely favors the pre-flop raiser. Whether Dalway had it or not, that's just major range advantage once that ace turns, and Dalway does hit it, and he does bet it. What's up, Natty Wit? Steroid Bra, Street Baby, Alden Does Duro. Welcome. Wayne and I will be with you all night.
It's been a long time since we were in the booth together.
Yeah, man. And I'm pretty sure me and Wayne were talking about this earlier. I'm pretty sure all these players were super excited to play with Andy and Kitty. Probably, I mean, Andy even more so. I'm sure they all watched Live at the Bike in Taiwan and noticed him with his just massive stacks, soul reads, aggressive, punishing style.
Yeah, I got nonstop messages from Kitty. She's obviously famous and super beautiful. So she was recognized all over the place. Same with Poker Sasha, and then Kitty would nonstop message me and just be like, "Oh, dude, when's Andy coming back? He's so famous here."
So we have Kitty, who has ace 10. She's gonna bump it up. So it looks like the blinds right now is 300, 600, and there's no ante at the moment. Gut shot for Kitty. First Gwen K. Gwen K with the best hand. He's going to check it twice over to Kitty with middle pair. Kitty is going to take a stab. Wow, Gwen K just folds middle pair. Pretty much a hand that I'm never folding to one bet. I wasn't sure how much Kitty bet. So maybe she went with a massive sizing. Usually, your middle pair there, you want to try to get it a showdown. Probably call two streets, so easily call the turn, and then river can figure it out, depending on sizing.
Kitty's just scary, man. She bats. I'm like, ugh. Second
Yeah,
pair, no good. It's the muck.
I've played a fair amount with Kitty when she came down the last few months on Tuesdays. And I think one night we played four-handed, maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. She is pretty aggressive. She does have a tighter playing style pre-flop, but she's not afraid to go for a post-flop. That being said, I've seen her get out of line pre-flop as well.
Who has it?
Yeah, Kitty's a very good
Very
poker
strong.
player for sure.
And she has her coaches are goat.
A little bit of flop lag on the graphics. So it looks like Andy bet this 3 ways on the button. Kitty's gonna check call with ace high. Oh, actually, that was just a pre-flop action. I'm gonna go check around.
Andy the luck sack turns the nuts. Kitty with a little soul read ace. That was good. Andy, that's position, position aggression. Andy's c-bet allows him to see the turn river. I'll translate any Chinese that is audible.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it, right, Wayne?
If I hear it, I could definitely. I know, Kitty pretty well, so when she speaks Chinese, even if I can't hear the whole thing, I generally know. She's just trying to be a boss.
So once again, this was a 72-person multi-table tournament. Featured table has none other than Andy from Live at the Bike here and Kitty Kuo. It was, what's the translation in dollars? I know it was about 2,000 US, Wayne.
It's 29-1 approximately. I think it's 29.46.
So it's about 58,000 in Taiwanese dollars, correct?
Yes.
So we got a raise pre-flop and Dawei as top pair. Check calls the flop. Turn should go check almost all the time. Full house for Dawei.
No, he's got aces up, aces and tens.
Oh, okay. I thought that was another 10 on the river. Okay. My bad on the graphic.
It's been a while. We're rusty.
Yeah, that's interesting. My mind thought it was a 10 for a second. It went 10-10, but Dawei went with a 1.8K pot bet, which is about a quarter pot, third-ish pot actually. Not much. His opponent can do it 7 high.
Patrick Kern asked, shout out to Patrick Kern, what currency is this? This is Taiwan dollars. The conversion rate's approximately 21.946, I believe.
So since the coronavirus isn't, there's hardly any cases in Taiwan, Wayne. Most of these players are just wearing masks out of respect, correct, for each other?
Yeah, in Asia, it's not that uncommon to just wear masks, period. Like, even if nothing was going on.
Yeah, I mean, I always still last. I know I've said this on our broadcast. I still trip out in like movies that were made in last year, or the year before, where the audience, I mean, the actors are wearing masks in the movie. Like it's like especially if it's supposed to be like a futuristic movie. You're like, nah, no way. And here we are in 2020, wearing the good old masks.
So in this hand, Kitty stole from the button, King 10 suited, and the big blind Ken Lee defended. Jack high, easy game for Ace Jack.
And it looks like Canlay is just going to lead in the kitty, which you don't usually see that too often. So in game, like if I saw his hand face up, I would know he's somewhat of a recreational player. I would take that assumption. And wonder if he's also leading draws or if he's only leading when he has the goods. After I see a few of his hands, gets a showdown, and then I can play future hands differently at that point.
Ooh. He has Kitty drawing dead with the trip jacks. Kitty's going to take the bait.
And he checked it to her.
Handsome man Andy.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
He's got recognized.
Of course, everyone. I'm pretty sure it's kind of similar to when the vloggers come to the casinos. Except this is even crazier. Like Andy plays massive stakes, and he's in a different country than he lives.
So looks like Ken exercised check and raise, and Kitty quickly gets
Wait,
caught in the
isn't that outlawed in the casinos for a while? Check raise? Check raise.
I joke about this, but in San Diego, on their plaques on the wall that says check and raise is permitted at this casino. So somewhere along the lines, there was a debate whether it was legal. Shout out to Brian Arakaki, put all this production together.
Yep. I'm sorry, go ahead, Wayne.
Andy is international superstar. That is what he is. We had a brief stint, we reopened kind of a couple episodes in, and now we have this. It just feels good. To be seeing some live poker.
It'd be amazing if one day I can just commentate from home, See if I could do my balanced strategy with a wife and a dog in a mix trying to pull me around, Feels like it's going to throw off my balanced strategy. Those of you guys, hopefully we got some new people watching today from Taiwan. I am JJ De La Garza. I'm known for my balanced commentary, which means when these players are doing a lot of talking, I stay quiet. And when they are quiet, I do a lot of breaking down poker hands. But today, the table talk is lowered. So Wayne and I will be doing a ton of talking.
What's up, Eden Rocks? Thanks for all the support and the good vibes.
Yeah, it's much different.
He's talking about there's a lot of germs.
We're on the table?
Yeah, she's speaking in Chinese. So, a lot of germs.
Wayne, it's a little different not seeing Andy with just a pile of chips, right?
Yeah.
They just don't look right. They should have, when they gave him his buy-in chip, they should have given him a lot of the smaller denominations. Do that. But it doesn't feel right with Andy not just having a plethora of chips right in front of him and his mountain ready to go savage at any moment,
Yeah. He seems a little lonely. He's he has this post-traumatic syndrome, PTSD of after his hand with Jackie, with a couple chips.
Wayne, what are the gambling odds that Garrett Adelstein is just going to come from the background and sit in one of these seats? What is the betting?
That would be an amazing troll, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
So like, 1 in 1,000 times Garrett Adelstein shows up to play a tournament. No, it's probably higher than that. 1 in 100,000 times Garrett Adelstein will show up to play a tournament in Taiwan.
I'm guessing 0-0.
There's a chance. It looks like Wen Kai is going to limp the small blind. No, he raised it up actually. And it looks like his opponent just re-raised and shows him one card. We're not too sure what that card is.
It's probably good one. He looks like an honest dude. So Patrick Kern did the calculation, said the buy-in is approximately $1,764 USD, and first place pays $33,276 American dollars.
Looks like the blinds and antes went up. It's pretty awesome. We have the clock right behind them. I actually really like their setup, Wayne. I like their chairs too. Those are the World Series chairs, you know. Then you make the final table, and what do they call it? The pumping dome, super dome. I'm not sure what they call it. World Series.
I'm not sure. Shout out to Taiwan and the famous 101 building, Yilingi, where I think the original Team Typhoon is from there.
Ooh, love that spot. You know, I just found that spot like probably late 2018, I think.
Place OG.
Yeah, shout out to Cyrus Namani and Ryan Hemmel. We went with our wives over there. We're gonna go 4 ways the flop. Dawei, Dawei did raise up. Kitty does have the nut flush draw. Kitty is going to check with the initial raiser. Gonna go check through. Let's see it. And look at Kitty go. Gets it on the river. Looks like, did she just bet 10,000? Looks like 2 chips, 2 5K chips. Yeah, she bets 10K. I don't know the chips, but I'm gonna get the hang of just knowing Kitty and knowing Andy, and they like to bet really big.
It is the no limit hold'em, the Cadillac of poker, so you can bet any size. Ooh,
and it's paid sheet. You know, Kitty's really smart. She knows she's gonna get paid by some 2 pairs, some straight, or maybe some stubborn aces. So she targets correctly. And if I'm in Dawei's shoes, it's actually a tougher call than it looks like, because once Kitty bets 4 ways, it looks pretty strong in my opinion. So if I had the ace-10, I probably would have been in the tank for quite a while. Probably let that one go. Just because when Kitty bets that big into that many players, she's repping a strong range. She should have very few bluffs in that spot. Shout out to Kitty for assessing the situation and probably has played with these players somewhat. So she picks the exact sizing to get paid. Professional.
Hashtag exploitative, hashtag professional.
There you go. Thank you for that, Wayne.
For those of you who don't know Kitty, she's a sweetheart. I'm not just saying that because we're buddies, but like, and she's very witty. Follow her on Twitter. Very, very funny.
Once again, those of you guys who are just tuning in, this was taped live from Taiwan. It's a tournament, 72 entries. The buy-in amount Patrick Kern hooked us up with this was about $1,600. So they will be playing down to the end. I believe we're going to show you guys the first 5 hours of this stream, and then High Stakes Friday will come to an end, and then we will play the final table on Tuesday. Does that seem about right, Wayne?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Lujan and Associates says this game has such a cool underground vibe. I actually love this setup. Here are the blinds in Annie. I'll read them out to you guys in a second. Yeah, but I'm feeling this vibe as well. I like the black belt. So it looks like at the moment, seat number 2, Can Lee, has 146 big blinds. Andy, our guy from Live at the Bike, has 128 big blinds. Yao in seat number 4 has 128 big blinds. Kitty has 125 big blinds. Dao Wei has 116 big blinds. Ken Wei has 200 big blinds, so he is the big stack of the table, and Ken Wei is sitting directly to Andy's left. Let's see if he gives Andy any trouble.
Little table talk here.
Look at the. Looks like there's a massive race pre-flop from this guy Yao, and he's dancing. Look at this. His character. He just made it 60K, and he's talking trash to Kitty.
Oh!
Look at it.
He shows one.
Wow. So remember he showed one earlier. So we know that this guy right here, Yao, is in the mix. He just made it 60K, which is he had 102,000 in his stack. So he put in half of his stack. So Kitty read that as a lot of strength and folded her ace 10 of diamonds. He did have his flush draw, pre-flop dominated.
Yeah, like I said, they were probably instantly recognized in Taiwan, just like JJ's instantly recognized when he goes to Vegas.
Oh, yeah. More bicycle than anywhere else. I get recognized when I go to the other casino, and people are always like shocked, because I don't go there often anymore. You probably get that too, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm like surprised because like one time I was at HP and like I was in the bathroom and then like the guy handed me some paper towels and was like, "Here you go, Wayne." I'm like, "Whoa!" This was like year one when I wasn't like in the mix as much, so definitely flattering.
Yeah, it's always trippy when people are always kind of like, what are you doing here? Like, if I'm only supposed to sit hard to fall. So it looks like Yao, we know, our kind of guy who's going to be in the mix. Yao's the type of player who's going to run up stacks and win this tournament and put a lot of pressure, or he's going to have a quick exit is what I think, Wayne. That's how it is in tournaments, though. These guys that are loose, aggressive, they're the guys who accumulate chips and take them down. I think Barry Greenstein said some funny things about tournaments that, like, there's a reason, like, you have to have that crazy style to win tournaments, or else you're always just kind of be cashed in, and, if you're always playing some sort of optimal kind of game theory style, you kind of have, which is the way I would play the tournament. So, like, these guys who win the tournaments are the guys who are taking chances, running lucky,
Absolutely. And man, I'm gonna throw Andy out of the bus here. Does he even know how to play poker with under 10,000 big blinds? Looks like we got a raise from Kitty. Mid position, Queen 10 suited. After a limp under the gun, 7-6. Looks like it's heads up to the flop. Kitty with position, aggression, and the better hand, and suited. What more can you ask for? Straight into flush draw, royal flush draw. Kitty's gonna see that. Ooh. What's Yao? He's floating out of position? Kitty trying to assess the situation. And with range advantage, fire again.
Yeah, pretty much this is a board that Kitty can bet three and bet big on all three streets. When Yao limps pre-flopping, Kitty is the three better here. She can rep aces, kings, and ace king and just go ham on pretty much all runouts that don't river a flush. And she can just rep the nuts the whole way.
I think Yao check raised the turn.
Yeah, and this is exactly why Kitty is, in the tank. She's like, hey, you can't have ace king here, aces or kings. You just went in. And it looks like Kitty let them all in.
Okay, we don't know. No, she called.
She just called. Okay.
Hard to tell because we don't know the chip denominations. And Kitty Rivers, third pair. Oh, looks like yeah, I was gonna give up.
Showdown value for Kitty now.
Is she thinking of trying to bluff off like a king or something, or
no? It's showdown value now. I mean, yeah, showdown value. I mean,
I meant if she bets, like, is she possibly thinking about barreling?
This is it probably in theory a good bluff if she bluffs the river, probably. But especially because she has a 10 in her hand, so she blocks ace 10. And she's repping the strongest range. But I think she already knows that this player has been out of line, so that's not the player in the early level that you want to try bluffing.
Right.
Early level of tournament poker, people just don't care about their stack. They know they can rebuy. Probably not. I don't think this tournament's rebuy, but in most tournaments, they know they can rebuy. So they just are trying to run up stacks, right? Seems like this guy Yao, he's like in the big blind, doesn't care. He's going for a smoke. So Kitty knows better than to bluff this opponent, I would say.
And there will be a rebuy tournament with Kitty and Andy in a couple days, and we will also have that streaming on Live with the Bike. So again, shout out to CTP and Taipei.
And when K is just going to bet the paired board, usually those paired boards can be bet out almost 100% frequency when you're the initial raiser. Wayne, if you were in Taiwan, would you be firing away at this tournament?
I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, if Kitty dragged me into a social situation to shout out Live with the Bike, then I would definitely have to go. But generally, when I travel, I almost never play poker. One of the exceptions, I went to Shanghai, I think in 2007, and I was just like, we would go out every other day. So the day that we didn't go out, I would degen. I think on the Cake Network.
Oh, this is back in the day, huh?
Yeah. Like after Black Friday, I mean, 2007 wasn't Black Friday, but when Black Friday hit, Cake Network was still around, so we transferred over.
And look at Yao go here with the 2-7s. Looks like he just put in a pile of chips. It didn't even look like he counted out the chips. It looked like he just piled them in. There was a raise of 2K and a call, and 21K to go from Yao.
This guy's above the rim like Yao Ming.
This guy's pretty entertaining. We got to get this guy on Live at the Bike, man.
Hell yeah.
He fits the criteria for a Tuesday game or a high stakes Friday. Fun to watch, putting pressure, showing cards.
Yao, if you're listening, hit up me, JJ, Kitty, or Andy. You come to the US, the great city of Los Angeles. We'll get you on Live at the Bike.
We got you. Anyone else who's doing action in this tournament too, if you come to LA, you hit us up, jump in the game. I'm gonna get some quick shout outs. Patrick Kern, our graphics engineer, Mitch Hetchett, one famous, the usual suspect. Kim is in the mix. Wisco Baron is in the mix.
Woo, Wisco.
Who else is in here? Steroid Bruh, Ashley Price, Nick from Yuma, Lujan and Associates, and Natty Witt. You guys want to shout out? Keep the chat rocking and rolling. You guys have any questions for Wayne or I? We're monitoring the chat as always.
Rocking, eating napkin.
No high stakes Friday poker today. Today's a tournament poker stream starring Kitty Quo and Andy, two of our high stakes regular beasts, live at the bike.
Handsome man and pretty woman.
Andy's gonna raise it up, and Yao is gonna call on his button. Andy knows that Yao's in the mix and playing every single hand. And Yao has showdown value and a straight draw. He's just gonna bet, and this is gonna work right here. Andy
Really? It's a quick bet.
Yeah, but Andy just has king high.
Oh, I have it mixed up. I thought Andy had the ace high.
Oh, Andy has ace high with the gutter. He's never folded for sure.
Yeah. I got the hands wrong. Apologies.
What do you think? It's 6:30 right now, Wayne. Over under 1K viewership by 8 o'clock.
By 8 o'clock.
21.
Over. Handsome man Andy and lovely Kitty, 100% over.
By 7 o'clock?
Huh?
By 7 o'clock.
7? Yeah, over 1K by 7.
1.3K by 7. Over under.
Probably under.
I'll take the over. Guys, start chipping live at the bike to your friends that were live. Let's get it over 1.3K by
I hope I'm wrong.
Let's prove this man wrong with his fancy microphone and headset over there. And we got Yao. Yao has played literally every hand he got to the table. I think what's going on here, Wayne, I think he knows that he wants to be invited to some live at the bike shows. Because, I mean, he sat down and right away acknowledged Andy and was like, hey, man, I know you. You're a poker superstar. Let's battle. You know? Looks like we're going to have a big bump up from Dawei. 210. One of the most solid hands in poker. Medium ground. Especially in tournament poker, you can feel good about putting in a lot of chips with that hand. And look at Andy, guys, focusing at this table, trying to figure out his opponents so he can make a live read sooner or later in this tournament. I mean, I don't have that in my games where I'm that focused, hardly ever. And that's probably why I don't play high stakes. And if you watch Wayne, he's probably on his iPad or playing Hearthstone half the time. And that's why we're not playing high stakes, Wayne. We don't got what it takes. Look at Andy, he's focused every hand, man.
I used to be like that. I've been correcting myself. I'm in rehabilitation. I'm back in the, I gotta take this seriously and not be arrogant.
So we're gonna see a lot of opening ranges here, Wayne. We got the ante kicked in this round, 400, 800, 800. These players did start with 100,000 stack. So right now, these players at their starting stack are still a little bit over 100 big blinds. The usual suspects said, JJ, please do your next landscape ad in Taiwan in honor of tonight's unique stream. Yeah, honestly, if we would sell a bunch of lawnmower 3.0s, I would do it. The official electric trimmer of Live at the Bike. Promo code LATV for 20% off. Me and Wayne personally use the lawnmower 3.0, and it is GTO for the family jewels. And if you don't have one, you're missing out. You know, it's kind of like, Wayne, when I bought my new car in 2014, not so new anymore. And my brother told me, "You're only gonna have one regret, Jay." And I was like, "What is that?" That you didn't buy it sooner. And that's how I feel about the lawnmower 3.0. The only regret you're gonna have about the trimmer is you didn't buy it a few months ago. Shout out to Matt.
True. Ooh, 2 pair for queen 8, but it's actually not super high confidence board. There's a lot of straights possible.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. Yao's gonna ship his stack
What
in
the-
there. Yao's got a straight draw and a flush draw. This is gonna be GG, I think. Unless he can spike the river. I don't think Ken Lee is gonna pull 2-pair here. There are some straights that got there though.
Yeah, Jack 10 on the flop got there.
Yeah, but also 10-7. And
I mean, queen 8 2 pair, you lose to a set queen 9. You know, I don't think it's a fold either, but you never know. Poker's weird.
I think versus a tighter player at the beginning stages of a tournament, you can probably maybe wiggle fold. But we've seen Yao in the mix, perfect candidate for live at the bike screen. He literally has played every hand. So sometimes when you got a good hand for a player who's going to be playing almost every single hand, got to go with it.
Yeah, not just that. Like, oftentimes aggressive players like that, when they have a big hand, are very shy about it and like check and bet small.
Did he get it? He got it through, Wayne.
He got it through, dude. Like I said.
Which is great for us because
Yeah.
he's pumping the stream. Look at him. He says, "Shh, haters, calm down, haters, calm down."
It's always easy for us to say because we see the cards as well, but truly, like, he does lose. Obviously 2 pair is a very good hand, but he does lose to a higher 2 pair set in a straight.
Wayne, what is Kitty telling her? He's a beast or what?
Can't hear. He says, like, I'm in a contest, you be more polite.
See, the thing is, when he shows that hand, the rest of the table sees it, Wayne, and they're ready. Like, if Andy gets in any sort of medium spot with him, Andy's gonna snap it. So is Kitty.
Yeah.
But I think Yao has one of the bigger stacks of the table now after that hand. So look at him. He's just looking at the camera. He knows what he just did. He knows what he did. Got one through. Blind versus blind, or Andy versus, I think his name was Kai Wei. Looks like he's gonna play with the master. And Wen Kai. Master Andy from Los Angeles does have Wen Kai dominated. Blind versus blind battle here.
So, of course, the 4 is going to flop. Oh, of course the 4 is going to flop. We all know how it is.
Andy bet 3K and a snap call.
Andy's going to barrel.
Andy does have backdoor flush draw and backdoor straight draw possibilities. And Andy is barreling. We're not sure what the turn card is yet.
Good job, Andy.
So we've seen this guy, Wen Kai, so far. He folded middle pair twice. This time was in a tougher spot. We don't know what the turn was versus Andy. And then one in just a turn delay bet versus Kitty, who folded his jack on a king jack board. So safe to say that Wen Kai is probably going to be playing a little bit more passive and he's going to be waiting for hands.
That's a V.
956 people watching in the chat. Almost hit it. I said 1,300.
I know. That's a tougher line, but I hope we get there. I hope we bust a shout. V from Sacramento. He's knows Andy as well. LA Grinder. Usually at the other casino. Switched over from Nobu to Pot Limit Omaha. Yeah.
Oh, V.
V, yeah.
Oh, V.
What's up, Kim Cox? Yeah, he just hit me up, and I sent him the Live the Bike link. So I contributed one person.
Shout out to V. I remember a few times playing with V where there's this. Well, hold on. I'll go back to the story because Yao's got aces. Yao's been playing crazy and he's got the bullets. Oh, you don't like to see that, Wayne, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember this happened on 2 different occasions with V. There's like this massive action player that like will play 5-10 at the other casino. And I haven't seen this guy in the last few years because I stopped playing there for the most part. But after he would torch a few buy-ins, he'd go straight to 10-20. And a few times we like literally, some of the 5-10 players and like he just walked over and started a 10-20 game for this player. And he's watching shots. I mean, I know he knows which player I'm talking about. So.
Well, I sent him the link, and he's like, "I know Andy."
I mean, who doesn't know Andy? If you were in the LA poker scene, everyone knows. I mean, maybe not personally, but everybody knows who Andy is.
That's the Kim Cox. Andy's internationally known and locally respected.
I get some trophies, Wayne. How do I get trophies like that?
What?
The back of you got some trophies. I need to get some trophies.
Those trophies are real skill. No luck involved, and I had a. Let's talk about it after this hand.
Sure, Yao's got a pair, and it went check through so far. Kitty's gonna try to stab the river. This is not gonna work. See what Kitty has.
Oh, Kitty didn't bluff at it.
So I kind of know what Kitty's doing here, Wayne. She is showing him that she'll bluff at a small pot that got checked down on the river, hoping that he would fold something like a high card, like king high. And here's the big blind. Kitty has the most chips to the table. See number 2, Can Lee has the second biggest stack at the table. But Kitty's going to show him a small bluff there. So when she does have a hand, he knows that she's capable of bluffing. And hopefully we'll get paid in a big pot. A little bit of love.
Mark from CT2, Kitty fan, says Kitty is perfect in that top. She finally found her outfit. She's super friendly too. If you see her in the casino, just say like, "Hey, what's up?" Famous Kitty quote. But before the show, JJ and Brian Arakaki know I'm in the grind. I pre-recorded a Poker Crab podcast with Chris Brewer. It's a really good one. Really good. We're going to probably play it on Monday, this coming Monday at 6 p.m. Drop a lot of knowledge, get real.
Flush draw for Galway.
Take it down. You got the winning hand to fold pair fours.
Is there any better feeling than like being on the come of a flush draw and like not even having to get there and winning the pot?
It's a better feeling because when you make them nut flush and somebody chips it right in front of you.
Now, I've been on a heater, Wayne. I swear to you, like sometimes I think like when I am playing online poker, like I should just sit there and wait because people are just like they're just ready to like blast off.
Yep.
You know?
Sometimes games like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping this heater don't end anytime soon. 'Cause we're on fire.
Up in here, it's burning hot.
Shout out to the 963 peeps, Mitch Hedgett, Lone, Nivo, Ashley Price. What's up? We're about to hit 1K watching. I said 1,300 though by 7 o'clock. We got 15 minutes. Text a friend, call a friend, open up an extra laptop. Do what you got to do, people.
If the numbers are too low, we just can't run these things anymore. So it's a lot of work on our end. We need some support. Smash that thumbs up, hit subscribe, call a friend, text a friend, let them know.
If there is 10,000 people in the chat today, we're gonna get Garrett Adelflank in the back over there who's playing no fleet action game. And here's Yao. He's gonna raise. He's gonna get it through. And if you're Can, you probably feel like, man, this guy's all over me. And Kitty loves it. She's just laughing.
Yeah.
This guy Yao's in the mix, and look, he's going for another fist pump with Andy. Andy's laughing too, like, man, this guy's in the mix. So the blinds are up, 500, 1,000, 1,000. So we are playing 30-minute levels.
So another thing is when Kitty and Sasha were in Taiwan, they would report their action on social media and like, you know, let me know in private messages. This guy there was like literally tipping $400 USD for like whatever. Obviously, it helps to be a pretty girl. Kept talking about the action in Taiwan. Little trivia about Kitty. She has a master's from USC with electrical engineering master's from USC. And Yao with the aggression. This is the hand that Martin had against Andy. King 6. When Andy just, you know, made Martin fold the best hand. Something about the afternoon. There's a request.
And here comes Yao. Dude, it's King 10 of diamonds. Someone folded pocket threes. I'm definitely getting in the mix of pocket threes, trying to hit a set.
Ooh.
Oh, here comes a big one, baby. Andy with 2 aces. Full house. I think you could check this one or bet real tiny, like 3K.
Bet tiny.
3K on the money. Have I seen this before, Wayne? How did I know you were going to bet 3K?
You're psychic. You induced the raise, right?
Yep. And that's
a
why
raise.
checking is pretty thick, and also betting small is thick. And now versus
Got a good call, right?
Yeah, I would just call. And if I was Andy, I would probably take it even a little bit longer.
I love it. Andy just like tried to act so weak. He's like, "What do I do? I got raised." Oh,
Did he just go all in?
yeah.
He went all in.
Andy the goat.
Yeah, he went all in.
Andy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. GG, Yao. We'll see
Andy
you,
the goat.
you at Live at the Bike, baby. Oh
He
my
made, he made a 10. 10s and 7s. And
I
that's
think
the
Yao has some chips though.
good etiquette. Yeah, he ran it up. He was like second in chips, I believe. But that's the good etiquette that you can learn from Andy is like when he has the nuts, he just like snap calls and flips it over. Because Yao shipped it, he most likely did not have pocket 7s, but it was always a pocket. Looks like he did go out and handle Andy the gentleman, shakes his hand.
Shout out to Yao, man. He made the stream fun. I wanted him to get through with that 5 dudes, and we've been pretty sick. You know, he's making this table real fun.
Yep. Andy busting out the rounders.
Oh, he wants a photo, I think, with Andy, huh?
That's the least he could do.
Or is he trying to call for a rebuy?
I can't hear. This looks like a rebuy.
I love this guy, man.
Yeah. And Andy, look at the veteran. He's not cocky just because he doubled up. We know how it is. You could lose them all the next stand. Adam Kirk, the buy-in is approximately 1,700 USD and first prize 33K.
Oh yeah! Wow! Look at Kitty.
Rebuy.
The chip.
Yeah.
I didn't know Kitty was chip runner.
Kitty's smart girl, very versatile. Little history on her. She worked for a tech company after she graduated, couldn't tolerate it, then had to had to play some freaking cards.
Yeah, her husband is Run Good Russell, right?
Yep.
Russell Martin, correct? Is that correct?
I don't know.
I just remember he had a deep run in the main event, like maybe 2012 or 13ish, right?
I know Kitty posted like this multiple choice thing regarding relationships, and I'm like, oh man, poor Russell. Whatever he answers, he's screwed.
So Kitty just went to get Yao his chips, and now they're gonna go toe to toe for them. Josh Levy, shout out to him. He said, back to normal. Andy has the biggest stack at the table.
Shout out to Andy. I still don't think he knows how to play poker with less than 10,000 big blinds, but Russell Thomas. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Russell.
My bad. I said Russell Martin. I'm thinking of the old Dodger player. Remember that? Well, Queen doesn't watch too much sports, but there was a Dodger catcher that was a beast. His name was Russell Martin. But yeah,
the last time I watched baseball was, a poker player that we know that plays on the bike. He was still on the Dodgers. Oral Hershiser.
Oh, that's my boy, dude. He actually watches a ton of our show. He just doesn't jump in he wouldn't give me his name in the chat. But those of you guys who don't know Oral Hershiser, he's like the biggest jokester and is the nicest guy. So he may have had his chat taken away by me and me not knowing, because he probably, since he is somewhat of my friend, he does like to needle me. So if he said something, I might have banhammered him by now. I don't know.
I did a slip up. I didn't mean any harm. I'm sure he knows this. Because Jose Canseco was on Twitter asking for a heads up match. I'm like, dude, do it on Live with the Bike with Oral Hershiser. But I was completely out of line. And then he responded, he's like, I agree, no such thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's type that. I got too excited because I was there during the '88 World Series. I mean, I was watching the A's versus the Dodgers. So for me, it's kind of like a fanboy, oh, it would have been so cool. But, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. So sorry, Oral.
Yeah, I remember he asked me, he's like, who is this guy trying to plug me in and tell me where to go and play poker?
My bad. OOL.
He was like semi like being funny, but you could tell he was tilted. He's like, nobody owns me, tells me where to play poker.
V is definitely watching, because he just texted, so shout out to V. V, JJ De La Garza dropped some trivia about you earlier, so.
Well, V's always playing. He's always
V's
playing
like,
on,
V's how's Andy so lucky? Have aces,
yeah.
ace 7 flop aces full, like, and have the guy just have 0% and just like go off. This is the Poker Pro jealousy, man. The Poker Pro jealousy. You run so good. Shout out to V, man. So it looks like the cutoff, when K raises ace 8 off, yeah, on the button, just flats queen 10 off.
Wayne 1K.
Huh? Yeah.
1K YouTube before 7 o'clock, 4 minutes. Oh, 982.
Big blind defends 8-4 diamonds. Yeah, with top pair, but nobody has much. But the cutoff's still going to stay aggressive, and definitely Yao's not going to fold top. And there's a massive raise. Don't splish the pot. Making Wenke pay for that gut shot and overcard. And good job, Yao. Denying the equity, the 7-outer. What's up, John Doe? Got a lot of thumbs up. Thank you, guys. It's gonna give us full encouragement to try to do this again. We have at least one other bit.
Kevin Bowley says, is this the final table? No, this is just the featured table. It started with 72 players. Apparently there are revives, maybe the first 3 levels. And we're going to show you guys the normal high stakes Friday amount of poker stream for you guys, which will probably be till around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then we'll come back with the final table on Tuesday.
Kitty and Andy will be playing another 6 max tournament with 2 rebuys in a couple days, so we'll definitely get that going. And if we get enough, positive reinforcement, and we'll try to give you some more live stream poker.
And Yahoo's been super aggressive when it's going to turn it.
Foul ball, yes, Andy can speak Mandarin.
What's up, Matty JD?
What's up, Matty J?
What is Yao saying, Wayne?
I didn't hear.
I think he's saying Kitty talks too much. Gilbert90 says, why aren't some of the players wearing masks, Wayne?
Because Taiwan handled the coronavirus very well. There are very few cases. I actually Googled it. In the entire island, they only have like 500 or so cases and almost 0 deaths. But they are very, very strict. If America can't handle what's going on now, they certainly can't handle what Taiwan did, which is straight up lockdown, quarantine. Like Andy had to be quarantined for 2 weeks when he got to Taiwan. Make sure he was safe. Asia dealt with SARS, so they're very experienced dealing with these respiratory viruses.
Wait,
19.
Andy has aces one more time.
About to get a text from V. I'm just kidding. Well, Ken does have backdoor nut flush draw. And backdoor straight draw.
Sizing Andy picked. There's 6,400 in the pot. Yeah. I would assume that Andy's going to go with the 2/3 size bet here. I assume Andy would size down a little bit if he did have ace of hearts. But since he doesn't have the ace of hearts, he's still going to just continue with the bigger sizing.
Looks like Ken floated.
Besides the heart, that is the worst turn in the deck for Andy. Just in case Ken Lee does have an 8. So now Andy's in a decision here. Let's check it back. Did Andy want to deny equity from flush draws and street draws? But he decided to check it.
I think I heard 7,000. Yeah. 7,300 into about 1,500. Just about a little less than half pot. And Ken with basically a bluff catcher that can only beat a busted hard draw, and he has the ace of hearts.
Ace of hearts is just really bad at having your hand up and pick off this bluff.
Yep.
And he does make the call. That's the one card you really don't want to have in your hand. You block Andy's bluffs right there. Even though it looks like
check raised.
Oh, check raised. Okay, then I'm good with that. He's trying to rep 9-10.
Yeah.
Removal to 9-8 and ace-8. Andy's never folding here.
I don't think so either, yeah.
Oh, well, the thing is it's so small. But Andy does lose to 9-10, and he does lose to an 8.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see Andy folding this, but...
Oh, man, this is actually a really close spot, actually. But Andy doesn't have the ace of hearts, so that's
a little bit over a min raise, yeah. So Andy's wondering if he got...
And Andy does make the call.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the table's reaction.
Smirk. Andy, the chip leader. Everything is normal again. All is normal in the world, at least in Taiwan. No COVID and Andy's chip leader. We're 1.1K viewers. Thanks a lot, guys. JJ, what do you think our goal should be?
Our goal, or what I think we could hit, we could probably hit somewhere at least 1.5K. Around there.
With Andy and Kitty?
Probably hit probably higher than that, I would think. To be honest.
Think so too.
But you know, with the stream being mainly replays, some people, if they didn't see that this is live, probably won't tune in, but it is live. And here we got an ace high board, and Andy has top pair and a gut shot, it looks like. Gonna go check through twice. Andy playing this very sneaky. He knows that Yao is very aggressive. He's giving Yao a chance to bet, but Yao does not take the fight. And Yao's like, forget that. I'm not gonna play Hammer Andy anymore. He always has ace. You know?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I was itching to get back in there with little moves.
No, man. He's like, forget that. Andy's always got aces right there. He's had aces twice in an hour of play since we started this stream.
What's up, the dude? JP says we see this with Andy every Friday.
We got Kitty Quo in the mix. Tournament professional poker player, also a very good cash game player. We got Andy in the mix as well. And we got Yao, hopefully comes down to LA and mixes it up. We got Dao Wei in C6. We got, I don't want to mess up anyone's name here. We got Can Lee in seat number 2 right there. And I believe Wen K on the left of Andy.
Andy stealing on the button, ace queen of diamonds. Got a flat from 4-4, small blind from 1K. And Yao in the mix, ace high. Favorable flop for Yao. Ho ho, what a turn for Andy.
And he's got a pretty big hammer hot block on this hand right now.
But he could get bluffed off. Oh, not gonna get bluffed off that card.
It's gonna be interesting because Yao's gonna bet, and I wonder if Andy thinks about raising here. Andy's just gonna snap it off, it looks like.
Look at Kitty.
Like, wow, Andy runs good.
Yeah. This is where all the super pros are just like, Andy plays good and runs good. So sick. Just so sick. Dude, the pro jealousy is real. You know, some pro thinks the tournament and then they're like, he's good. Ain't that good.
That's one of my things that I probably annoys me the most in poker is like when poker players are like that. Even some of the people I have hung out with in the past or still hang out with, they're like, oh, that guy is so bad. That guy's so bad. And it's like, no, that's not true. Like this guy, you know, I'm just talking about a hypothetical person. This guy's like winning, and this guy's been winning for a long time. You know, just because he played a hand poorly doesn't mean that he's bad. Like I play hands poorly all the time. You know, doesn't mean I'm not bad or not winning a bunch of money in the games I play. You know, I think it just is like a little like boost to their own ego to be like, ah, he plays bad. It's easy to say, it makes you feel good. You know, I always try when I'm playing poker is see all the good things that players do, Wayne. You know, because I'm like, all right, yeah, he might have played that street wrong, but he does X, Y, and Z very well. And like,
right.
Good to know your opponent's weaknesses and strengths, you know. So it looks like Kitty has 2 9s. It looks like she's just gonna make the call from big blind. And we're gonna see 3 here. I think she's probably gonna bet this now. Looks like she bets 5,000. 4K. Shout out to you, Steve Hammond says, let me say thank you for showing this, enjoying it. Shout out to the Live at the Bike team and Wayne and Brian for mainly grabbing, you know, taking steps to make this happen today.
Shout out to Kitty, who's opened the communications to get this thing going.
Kitty quote.
And shout out to Andy for actually being in Taiwan. Just be like, oh, well, I guess I'll just play. TV player now. I needle him all the time now. He's a TV player.
legend from California.
Kitty just said he bluffed him with ace high.
Will Gathers says, "Can I go to Taiwan right now and play poker?" Wayne?
Yes, you can. It's only tournament poker though, because cash games are illegal in Taiwan. Brian Eric says Wayne is Andy's agent. That's right, Andy. When you get that starring movie role, I get a cut.
All right, Yao put his mask on, so I'm gonna put my mask on, Wayne.
Oh, me too.
Let's go. Just in favor of Yao.
Set a good example.
Since Yao is in the mix, I'm in the mix. I'm gonna commentate a few hands with my mask on. Yao, in favor of Yao running up the stack.
Mask on, mask off.
Kitty's gonna bump it up, and it looks like she's gonna get a flat call from the big blind here, Can Lee. We're gonna see a small bet from Kitty. I assume something like 1,500, and there it is, 1,500. And a gut shot for Can, so I don't think Can is ever gonna fold his hand here. He does have oh, he check and raises. Wayne, that's the second time we've seen Can Lee take some unorthodox lines, you know?
OOL. Out of line.
Basically, when you're check raising those spots, you're basically sending a message to your opponent. I know you're speed betting too much, so I'm going to start exploiting you, and I'm going to check raise you more often. You know? It's Cooney says, "I rather watch Andy than any of the OG pros." Ooh, that's bold.
Wow.
That's bold.
Andy's popular. Big things popping.
So you're saying more than Phil Ivey, Tom Durdewan? Whew. All right. I can jive. I'm an Andy fan too. JP says Andy needs an even bigger stack to look like the real Andy. Is that Andy from Live at the Bike or no?
Yeah, we can't tell without the big stack, right? Might be a fake. Might be the next best thing, but not quite him. Ooh, lovely spot here. Andy picking up ace king.
And Andy the monster. Oh, everyone fold.
Great fold by the king 10. We all know Andy can get out of line.
Shout out to Kevin Bowley. Says Andy is definitely the best cash game player I've ever witnessed.
Ever.
Yeah, that's a lot of love for Andy up in here.
Little trivia.
The
high school that Andy went to was TAS in Taiwan.
What?
The high school that Andy went to was in Taiwan, TAS.
Oh yeah. Well, Andy grew up in Taiwan.
At least high school. He moved back and forth. He talked about it in our Poker App Live at the Bike YouTube channel. Don't even trip our masks optional. Yeah, masks are optional. COVID's almost completely eradicated there.
The dude says Andy isn't wearing a mask because he's a robot. And we're gonna go to the flop here. Yao is back in the mix with 8-5 off.
Wow, yeah, I was gonna value bet the 5.
No, he's definitely bluffing here.
Bluffing with the best hand.
Maybe not.
Oh!
Oh,
See? Value Town.
I don't know. Sort of value town that board. The 3
Give
hearts.
people credit, man.
All right, fine. Value town it is.
I had a hand with the champ. I had a pair of 6s.
Which champ?
Destined.
Oh, I thought you meant like the real champ, like
the real
John
champ?
Smith or Jamie
Yeah.
Gold.
I value bet like third pair, I think. I had 69 suited, and he check raised huge, and I just didn't believe him.
How long ago was this?
A couple years ago. I haven't played in the show in a long time.
Oh, it was on the stream too.
Yeah, I was on the stream.
Yeah, you're a maniac.
You
You must have a money tree, Wayne.
When I did the podcast with Blake Yu, he was recalling a time an era where I was a wild animal and told him, trying to run over the table. He complimented me. He was like, "You were like a richer Andy." I'm like, "Oh my god, you put me in the same sentence with Rich and Andy." I'll take it.
Maybe in that era, you know.
Yeah, I was higher up in the totem pole, and no one would hold him back.
And here comes Andy on the button. Ace wheel. And Yao is going to make the call. He does have a pretty good hand here, Jack 10 off. We know he doesn't need that good of a hand to come and play. Ooh, and Andy's just running good because like a Yao flops the best of it, and Andy turns top pair. And it's going to go check to the river. And here comes a big bet from Yao. No, he checks.
Nope, he checks. Andy's gonna value bet here, yeah.
And Andy bets it looks like 2K and a call.
Then value bets.
I mean, Andy's going to feel better about that value bet too. It looks like once Yao was about to bet and then doesn't bet. The blinds are up. We're at level 4, 600 to 1200 with the ante of 1200. We've got 25 minutes left before we can stop.
Wisco Barron says Wayne just told JJ to Blake Yu. Kind of rude. No, I did. What I do?
To F you, you know? He's trying to be funny.
Oh. We try to be attentive to the chat, but we got a lot to do back here.
$1.2K people in the chat, so every time we go up 1,000, I'm just gonna give massive shout outs. Shout out to let's see Ken, Kevin Dowley, Nick from Yuma, Wisco Baron, Matt Benjamin, one of our chat regs up in the mix. Laramie Bowen. Who else is up in here? JP, Eric Lou. And G-Man is up in here. What's up, G-Man? Will Gathers, Q Spades, Ryan Arakaki.
Keeping is a Kitty Quo fan.
Every time we hit an extra 1,000, I'm finished. Next time I'll even do a better job. Kim talk. I'm just gonna give massive shout out.
Whoa, well, we got a lot of thumbs up though. Like I don't remember what the last number was. I think it was around 50, but we're at 102 now. Appreciate it.
Boom.
It's a team effort back here.
Smash them. That's how we get this algorithm up for our Live at the Bike channel.
Word.
What's up, Polka Polly? Light Bearer, what's up? I see you as well. What's up, guys? Wayne and I are commentating from our home, where we usually do our Tuesday and Thursday podcast.
If you have any poker questions for JJ or I about just poker in general, professional poker life, or the LA casino world, just shoot us a question on Twitter or Instagram, and we will answer them when we are on live stream talk shows.
Yeah, you can send Wayne a bunch of hand histories. He loves hand.
I hate you.
So if you guys want to flood Wayne with hand histories, he'll go through all and he'll give you a response.
I'll give you a block.
Yao's got kings and he's gonna raise it up to 5K. Oh, he's gonna make some money here. Top pair for Wen Kai.
You have a pair and a flush draw?
Backdoor flush draw.
Backdoor flush draw. Oh, yeah. Not the 3 of clubs with 3 of spades. Uh-oh. You spoke too soon.
2 pair and a massive bet. I think he went all in. I think Yao's going all in.
Yao needs a king, a 3 or a 4. Here's the river, down and dirty. Oh, the kings. Resuck.
Yeah, King Scoop. And that's it for Wen Kai, who storms out of the building. Shout out to Wen Kai for making your Live at the Bike debut, baby boy.
Shout out.
Light Bear says, why did you guys put on your mask, JJ? Aren't you guys at home? Yes. We put on our mask because our guy Yao, who just won that hand, we put the mask on because Yao put his mask on. And look he ran good when Wayne and I supported him with Mask Theory Optimal, baby.
MTO. Jorge Cervantes, Wayne, have you had your roll on the table? After year one I had it a couple times while I was in college, so I don't know if that counts that much. I had it on the table once, and it didn't work out. So that was year 11. I'm very ashamed, but it was bad tasting medicine, and I had to fix a lot of things in life. That was a big lesson in fix a lot of weaknesses I had.
We got a new player to the table, making his Live at the Bike debut here. Everyone's making their Live at the Bike debut, so I'm going to treat them like they're making their Live at the Bike debut, Wayne.
Yep.
And on a Friday show? Come on now.
What's up, Mad Benjamin? Not gonna lie, Chris Brewer drops a lot of secrets and poker strategy. I do too on this coming Monday's Poker Crap podcast. Definitely one of the best ones. Also, I didn't realize this. A couple years ago, I actually played with Chris Brewer on Live at the Bike, small stakes, and he said that was like the biggest stakes he played at the time.
What was it, 5-5?
I think it was 5-5, we had like 1.5K, I don't know. And then, rest history. He's in the biggest games on Live at the Bike now.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm playing with Wayne.
No. I threw him under the bus so hard, but he let me. I didn't want to embarrass him. But what happened was Button Steel, one of my closest friends, and then I smoothed a nines in the small blind, which obviously you're not supposed to do normally. But I didn't find inside information. I looked to the left, saw Chris Brewer. I'm like, this young Thundercat pro is gonna squeeze, and he did. And Nicole and Lyman didn't give me credit. Like, the flop was A6-6, and they're like, oh, see, Wayne didn't 3-bet, and he's gonna just like check fold here. Like, nah, this guy looks like a young Thundercat pro, so I'm gonna juice the bluff.
You how many streets did you call?
I only needed to call one because he gave up.
Oh, so you just
it would have been yeah, I think against him I would have called a turn 2, so he would have had a triple barrel in order to get me off my nines.
So what you're saying is the Wayne solver is better than a solver.
Chris Brewer and I talked about that in the podcast on Monday. Sometimes you gotta ignore what the solver says. Use this solver.
Tough, man. Because then when you mess up, you're like, damn, should have just stick to what a solver would have done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is absolutely true. And what's funny is Chris could have been above the rim. I 3-bet the nines in the small blind. He 4-bets, and I fold my nines. And then he out-solvers the Wayne solver.
So Yao is back in the mix. Galway has ace-jack suited. And look at Con Lee has ace-queen, has that ace-jack dominated. Just flatted, though, in the small blind. Open-ended for our guy Yao. Has a backdoor flush draw, too.
$7,800 was the announcement. Andy's almost like, screw this low limit stuff. I got comped in the noodle bar. This is some wild action, man. Ace Queen value raising, Ace Jack. And the open-ended straight draw on the pair draws and the backdoor hard draw is the highest equity.
He's thinking about shoving it or calling?
I think probably shoving. Oh no, well now he's taking so long, which again we talked about in the podcast on Monday. When you take this long, it's hard to shove after you have like this many physical gestures. Oh my god, it looks like he's gonna fold.
And yeah, it's probably gonna go fold.
Kitty says boss. Oh.
Wow.
After all that. Nope, he folds. One of the pet peeves being a commentator is when you have the read that they're gonna fold or call, and then you're just like wrong.
Yeah, Nicole Jurgens should always be like, JJ, you gotta slow down. Don't try to call the act. But yeah, I get it right. Sometimes like at the beginning of the stream, I was like, Andy's gonna bet like 3K here, and he snapped at 3K.
You're ESP, Andy.
I mean, I guess from watching all the stuff, and then I also know board textures and what players probably should do with their hand, kind of. So I know what Andy will do or should do, and yeah, I know. And that's when I know that Andy is studying solvers too, because that's what a lot of my work is done, and we're thinking the same betting. No, so.
Cheers. Kitty Quo, always generous. In Taiwan, she's the wino poker. Talking about being distracted. Flint Heart.
Jerry, who's new to our table, gonna go for a check fold here.
Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. We're accumulating them, catching them all like Pokemon. The drinking place that they drank at and we drank at is different. They said playing cards in Taiwan's boring, so I got a drink.
Who's that, Andy?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Andy, but that's the conversation.
Away with 2 queens, 2 ladies. See if Yao can crack these 2 queens. Got an uphill battle here. Two ladies is gonna bet 3K here. Wow, look at Jerry go. He check raised the small blind with air. Whoever said that the poker is boring here in Taiwan at the table, look at it, look at it. And he goes all in. And a Snaparooski. Drawing stone dead. Wow, he was repping that 3. And I guess he was also repping 6-7 that he check raised. Ship it for Da Wei.
What's up, Green Bastard? Yeah, JJ and I haven't been in the booth together in quite a while. We often have to split our jobs or, maintain with other commentators. It's always a pleasure to be in here with JJ, especially since you've got so much more tournament experience than me.
Oh man, I don't know about all that.
You have tournament trophies. You know about trophies. Cheers, cheers.
Maybe final table? You want to do it with Jared Griner?
The what?
You want to do the tournament final table with Jared Griner? If you want to, he's up to it.
I don't want to sound like completely ridiculous. I only know, tournament super basics. I mean, yeah, I would love to hear what Jared has to say, but I could be in the chat and be like, yo, was this a good spot? Jared Grainer is shark on a heater.
Thank you, Green Bastard. What's up, Alex Lee? Alex plays. I think Alex has played a couple High Stake Fridays.
What's up, Alex?
You know Alex?
I don't. I'm so bad with names. Like in the Blake.
If you saw him, you know who he is for sure. Alex is always wearing like he has glasses. He's always wearing like Kobe Bryant t-shirts when he's in town. He, I'm not sure where he travels from for business, but it might be. I think it's China. I'm not sure if it's Taiwan. Separate, but he has traveled a bunch of times to LA on a live at the bike.
I'm better with facial recognition. Facial recognition software better than my better than my Rolodex.
Super nice.
Even
guys. Shout out to Alex.
Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Holden 5180. Even Blake, I don't even remember the first time I played with him, but he remembered me.
You didn't know like if there was like a guy who was like a little tilty at the table? That was Blake.
Like now that he told me, I like kind of remember. I don't like. I just see. I'm almost gonna hit 20 years, man. It's hard to remember everybody.
So Alex said that he lives in Shanghai, usually, but he's stuck in LA now. Full house for Kitty.
Quads.
Oh, actually, yeah, she does have quads. Quads for Kitty.
这个怎么演呐？这个不行啊！有你这个这么紧的、这么扎实的，我都不敢动。也是。那这就自己就 AA 用。
Yeah, Alex. Apparently, this is a club in Taipei. Taipei, which is the home of the famous 101, aka Yi. I actually went to the Din Tai Fung out there, like when I was in Taiwan, a really long time ago. Din Tai Fung, which is also in Arcady, and expanded. I think there's a location in Glendale, other than somewhere else. Alex Lee says 58K NT is about 1900 US. So yeah, whatever it is, it's approximately a little bit under $2,000 for the buy-in. The first place is like probably around 33 USD. Shout out to Kitty 12 for setting this up.
Alex said that the 58K buy-in is actually 1900 US.
Yeah, it seems like it's like just under 2K, whatever it is. Like, currency exchange is always fluctuating. Putting any on the spot.
Bicycle 因为那个秀上其实酸都是一样那些人，但是在 bicycle 外面有很多很强，人家没有看过的，他们不会上秀，所以
那就是上秀的，你觉得？
上秀的就也很难说，因为差不多啊，对啊，就是我们风流下流。
And he's getting thrown under the bus. The guy asked him who the top players in the bike are.
What did he say?
Andy responded, "There's a lot of really good players that play off camera that don't want to play on camera," which is true. What we at Live with the Bike tell you guys. Oh, G-Man in the conversation.
Keep going, Wayne. Translate it for us.
He was asking about the play between Garrett and Andy said they have so much history that their play is so unstandard, and they just like go off on each other.
他有钱吗？
他有啊。
让他请客啊！我刚刚跟他
They say Andy's rich, so he's buying.
小气哦，刚认识他，每天请他喝酒，我攀呐。
He said, "Don't be cheap."
He's buying the wine.
他台湾人。
I guess Andy's getting thrown to the bus. They're saying Andy's got all the money, so he's buying. And then I think Kitty accused the guy of being cheap.
Of Andy being cheap?
哎，怎么都没有
Yeah,
啊
I mean they're all just joking around.
Of course.
表演对不对？
对啊，
先表演过了，不要表演太多次。
Love Child. This is in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan. Not in Nevada.
Casino's still open in Nevada? I think so, right?
I don't know the latest. You know, we've been very busy getting this production together and had to pre-record something with Chris Brewer.
Andy in the pot. We got our favorite player in the pot, Yao, too.
Alex Lee says the conversation's great.
Yao is going to take a bite at this. I'm not sure what he has. I can't see the board, but it gets through.
I think he has Queen High.
Oh, he rivered his 7. according to
Oh, okay. This was, yeah, he bet the river after hitting the 7. Sick value bet.
你忘记的话，就现在2张都要打开。我们在买那个 bicycle 这个打是比较好玩。
都可以啊，就是你自己一定要亮一张啊。
对对，而且你要记得，如果超过这个线的话，
There's an overview. Let's see if we can spot anyone we know.
Open 4要吗
当然不用，赢的。
Thanks for the donation, Chip Wong.
？Post 法要。
They are not in China. They are in Taiwan. Taiwan, home of the night market. In my youth, I was in the clubbing scene a little bit. My buddy of over 20 years, Will Chen, housed me when I was there. You know, super nice. Like, because he was married and I was single, he would like, here's the key, go out and party. Come back anytime, just don't wake us.
Andy with the ace jack. Looks like he just flatted the small blind.
Open-ended for Yao? Oh no, sorry. I thought that was a 9-6.
Andy must have bumped it up from the small blind with ace jack over the limper.
Yeah.
哦，你要走了，换桌子。
It is 9-6, so yeah, it was
See
open-ended.
you at the final table.
So Yao bet and Jerry raised it up. But Jerry did rebuy. Three hearts on board. Not sure what Jerry's hand is. And Yao with 8 high is going to take a big bite of this. 13K, actually it's not too big.
Whoa, we got it through. Does he show it? All right. Maria Ho is in LA, I believe. So she's not repping the Taiwan right now.
Andy with the biggest stack. 186 bigs. Yao running the stack back up. 154 big.
Paul Fu is from mainland China. Nanonoko is, I don't know his ethnicity, but I know he went to UC Davis and he was a Street Fighter world champion, I believe, or at least the top performer. Ben, how popular are cash games in Taiwan? Because they're illegal, so can't play them because they're illegal. Guys, this is a smaller game than we're used to because we're doing a test run. And of course, if you guys bring in the viewership and the thumbs up, we will try to do this again.
Oh, we got a couple new players at the table, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like he's pumped to play with Andy. Seat number 2 is new at the table, and so is seat number 8.
Alex Lee says some news about Taiwan. Eric Lou says his club is fraternities.
开张啊，在开张啊。你在 all in 啊？
这个不行的啦，在面前就拜拜。
第二条命不是吗？
真的要买到3条的太累了。
我常3条不够用。
好了，跟我说。
Kevin Chan says, "Damn, Andy talk a lot."
They must know Andy's style.
Smaller buy-in than Andy is used to.
1000、1500，为什么不是1000、2000？它结构比较细啊，比较好玩啊，可以玩得多。
Am I mistaken? The antes are really big. The antes are the size of the big blind.
Yeah, that's pretty common in tournaments.
Oh, it is? Okay. JK.
Because remember back in the day, and some of the WAC tournaments still do that, where it's like everyone antes like small amount, right? And then the dealer has to take every ante from every player. But now, pretty much for most tournaments you play, ante also big blind, antes as well, and it's usually the big blind amount.
Ooh, got it.
And Justin, who's making his live at the bike debut right there next to Kitty, has the Ace King, also known as the Anna Kournikova, because it looks really good, but doesn't win too often.
I'll take Ace King.
And there is a flop, or I believe, no, not yet. Dealer's collecting the chips. And
Shout out to Kathy Zhao, WPT Deep Stack Director, and some compliments. She was also shouted out at the Joe and Grim podcast with the WPT president, Adam. I don't want to butcher his last name.
Yeah, I worked with her maybe 6 months ago when we had the WPT at the bicycle.
Oh, Kitty picks up aces. Not Andy this time.
Ooh, the weapons of mass destruction, also known as pocket rockets. The Angel. Let's see if Kitty can blow up someone's stack here.
Yeah, I was getting in the mix with the PFR.
And Kitty knows that whatever he raised, she can go pretty big. Yala's not holding him free flop. So once we see the sizings, I'm pretty sure Kitty is going to, even though standard might be a little bit smaller than 3x in position in tournament poker, Wow. And look at Jerry go.
哇，
输了黑了啦，
可以，
还有机会。
What does Jerry have?
Like Jack 10. Jack 10 off.
被开发。
No, that's what
Oh,
Justin.
jacks. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. So there's a one outer.
先买保险。
没有保险卖。
They said no insurance. Oh, that's no good for the jacks.
对不对？应该要炸了。
送马，上马。
Aces hold. What kind of world is this?
Ace is a very good hand, man.
Yep.
哦，他已经很会打了，别。
Gonna have Kathy Zhao on the Poker podcast as well.
最好的。
So we're gonna get her insight on how tournaments are run. She's the boss of the WPT Deep Stacks. Boss.
马上到。
就是他们喜欢我们的。
我已经中2次 A，
今天啊，
可以了吗？
Andy got stacks again.
没有
翻出来就 A， 翻出来就 A。
这个牌死而无憾，
15万，这把打的是对的。
死的也没办。
7号。
哎，兄弟，第3条可以申请吗？
上周对老强，
That one's got a night market life,
是不是这样？
你们的奖金我都我来。
street vendors, part of the culture. Well, this is their food stand? Oh no, that's tournament registration.
Yeah, the people want to be playing in the tournament. They got Andy and Nick. And
Oh, look at them. Everybody's looking at the featured table. They're like, is that Andy? Is that Kitty Quo? Handsome man Andy? Lovely lady Kitty Quo?
多一点，
想说一条命就够用了，
你
我拿最好牌。对。
3号位交付3项。
when you've been working on any jokes lately? Well, let's go right after. Andy's got ace queen. Guess after the hand.
8号位扣。
哇，难得跟大神这种牌没有盖得到的。
2号位扣。
下看，
2号位 check。
Flop flush for Justin.
Whew. Easy game.
这是分，这是在每一层都有8号位6500。
6000。
对。2号位盖牌。2号位盖牌。
啊，不然呢？下面这线忘记就讲到。
好，左上是 level 1 level 1，先暂停，以下就是找到出我们的幸运儿。
So we are in the 5th level of the tournament.
哎，我先跟你讲哦，如果忘记开一张牌超过这条线，就2张
我知道，无所谓啊，我开2张。
还是再加。
What is Kitty saying, Wayne?
好，
好，
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
合理吧？
手牌先暂停。
穿那么多件我也不怕。
干嘛？
我们先一组，
干嘛？
一组有。
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
看，马上偷
A
了。
bog from Andy. He's definitely not folding ace 10 6-handed.
进行一次直达前圈，最获胜者将获得 C 组门票。
7号位盖牌。
多少？
8号位盖牌。
送他。
2号位扣。3号位盖牌。
Oh, sorry. Jerry picks up the ace 10.
2号位 check。
这有 check 的，你知道吗？
知道。
The font's really small. Squint my eyes.
4号位1万1。
不是别人的，送的。
We're almost at 1,300 concurrent viewers.
When it hits it, I'm about to give a shout out. I'm just waiting to give shout out. See you guys in the chat. Roll
Guys.
down.
JJ will only shout you guys out if we hit 1,300.
I'm only giving shout outs by the 100 increment.
What's up, Detroit Siggy?
And John, who's got an 8, facing a lot of bets. And look at Jerry go with his ace block for the ace of diamonds. Trying to rep the flush. And John, I think, just.
Woo!
Oh, he shows the bluff.
Yeah. And John's looking at the board. He's like, what happened?
There's another character. We got to get him on live at the bike.
Yeah.
What's up, Miles Miller? Guys, I'm giving shout outs about when we get to 1,300. So throw your name out there right now. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
CTP. There's the Chinese Texas Hold'em Poker Club. What's up, Finch Lynch? Oh, Sophia Chen typed a bunch in Chinese. I can't read that. I'll have to throw it in the bin later.
John's on tilt a little bit. He's slamming chips in the mix.
Not a lot, just a little bit.
Top pair for Jerry, who's been playing aggressive.
We're gonna let Chinese chat slide today because this is in Taipei, Taiwan. So whatever Sophia said, as long as it's not toxic, is okay. Chico Johnson's a shout at Joner 1, aka Chicago Joey.
都不会赢，你们又不打。
你刚刚没有秀张牌，
有秀啊。
他秀什么？小盲大盲。谁让你的？赢我。
赢你的，要不然我干嘛打？是到领先才打的。我们是已经遇到领先了。
7号位起来。8号位瑞银3000，2号位起来，3号位起来。
我保护你，不然你就会扣的。我保护你。我中了就打，然后最后。
Justin's gonna bump it up with Jack and a club playing. And look at Jerry go. Flops up there and just leads into the field.
我们豪客王不会打，
看到没有？这个战术很好吧？
然后他们两个兄弟手牵手分钱，你看，很明显吧？
手牵手全点。
我真的两人都有中哎。
And it's gonna go check, turn in river. Y'all have some showdown value. Jerry's gonna win with his top pair.
这游戏不难嘛？
真的，手气进步好多哦。
对啊，会中牌是死好。
我以推准备。
And Andy put on his mask.
送给我好不好？选我！
你要扣啊！
有啊，我都每把都路怕嘞。
I mean, you know, Andy wasn't wearing a mask because he wanted some sexy camera time.
边吗？
认识才劝退啊，不认识就平扣了。
4号瑞
劝退。
啊，小干而已。
2号魏
我这还盖掉，我以后怎么混？
你这边拿个 KQ 吗？妈都我的，
check 啊！
2号魏 check
我有没有中？
哎，扑克有 check 你知道吗？
我知道，我知道。
And this is round 2 for John and Jerry. Jerry did show him the bluff before.
2号魏 check
有花啊！
我知道啊，他就是中的嘞。
4号魏16000
Turns to straight draw and maybe playing it through chips.
马举手就有了啦。
And John snaps close and says, if you try it again, I'm snapping you off.
啊，你满意了吧？这个
Ooh, 4 flush.
Top pair for Jerry.
打。
啊，你有补黑，我输了啦。
哟呵！
脏东西，呸！
买顺
的哦，
买顺，
这手气越来越好。
JP, where's Uncle Abe? Oh, we should have told him.
就叫你学我的。
Told Uncle Abe to fly to Taiwan to play a little poker.
Dude, he'd be down.
是我曾经第6。
Tell me you're still down.
可以为了你克开。
也要。
Uncle A would definitely be firing in the neck.
没有了，刚刚那被他歪到了，哦，好心好痛哦。算了，运气不好，干啥？
I know Andy and Kitty are relieved Uncle Abe's not there. They'd be like, whew, that's too much competition.
Yeah, for sure. Way he crushed a couple Fridays ago.
He called me after. He called me after. He was like, wait, why do you put these amateurs with me? Like, they just want the challenge, Uncle Abe. These kids just don't know.
2号魏 check 6号魏 check
Raise from Justin. Look at Yao go. Yao re-raise. I think it was a bet and a raise. Yao would just jack high in the dream. Flash the pot on the phone. Board change. The thing is that Justin just sat at the table unless he knows Yao. He's not gonna know that Yao's been terrorizing the table.
面很硬的，家境不允许。
Wow. Look at Justin cleaning out the chips to make this call. Justin is a non-believer here. Having a 9 in his hand is pretty bad though, because you block the bluffs of 6-9, 9-10, Jack 9.
True.
That 9 is pretty terrible to have when you're trying to bluff catch here. You would actually prefer to have something like 8-4, 8-5. Even probably better than King 8. And look at Justin makes the call. What a good call.
Yeah, it's been OOL.
Yeah, but Justin just sat down, so Justin doesn't know that unless like someone gave him information, you know? Someone told him, hey, this guy's playing crazy.
A lot of Kitty fans in the YouTube chat. Thank you, Kitty Quo, for hooking this up with a collaboration.
Kitty Quo.
KK. Andy needs a last name that starts with an A, so it could be AA and KK. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here live with the bike all week.
Huh?
Just kidding.
Peter last says, is this the final table? No. We're going to stream about 4.5, 5 hours, and then we're going to show you guys the final table on Tuesday.
开一张，开一张，哎，可以选嘛？你选，选小一点的。
Looks like John just ripped in his stack all in pre-flop.
第一次多怕都不知道开牌哈，哎，就一次了。
Gets no action. If you were wondering who are these two guys in the corner, that is myself, JJ De La Garza, and Wayne Chung in the building. I go by JJ4D Poker on all my social media platforms on Instagram and Twitter. And Wayne goes by E22 underscore. Wait, no. E22 Soso.
B22 underscore Soso. On Instagram, C22 Soso Wayne Cheng. But more importantly, follow Live at the Bike. You don't need to follow me. JJ and I, Brian Arakaki, Evelyn, Patrick, we put our heart and soul into the show. And this particular show, shout out to Kitty Quo, hooked it up.
Live at the Bike on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys check out our sponsors, which is for Standing Law Firm based out of Nevada. And also Manscaped. If you guys would like 20% off of Manscaped, use the promo code LATB. Free shipping as well. Promo code LATB. True pair for a kitty. Pair and a flush draw for John, who's gonna probably ship his stack right here, I would assume. And it looks like he did just throw in all his chips, and Kitty's gonna snap them off.
Whoa! Dre flush draw against top two pair. Come on, Kitty. Oh. Pair the board.
Kitty needs an 8 or a 6.
Ayya. Kitty, a good sport. He's laughing after she loses the big one. Kitty, thank you. This was great. It's a great collaboration. We're going to hopefully hit 1.3K concurrent soon.
I'm waiting to give shout outs.
So many thumbs up. Thank you guys. So many Kitty Quo fans in the chat and Andy fans. Kitty Quo always complains to me, why do all these boys fall in love with me in the casino? Well, then just don't look so pretty. Wear a sweatshirt and be ugly, and guys won't fall in love with you.
She says that?
We're just joking around.
Andy with bottom pair. Gonna go check through. Jerry now with the best hand. He's gonna bet it.
Tilla asks, where is Andy's Great Wall? It's a tournament, so he's kind of earned that Great Wall. He's earned his cash game Great Wall over the years as a Los Angeles grinder. But in every tournament, everyone's on equal footing. What's up, Detroit Siggy? Thank you for the $10 donation.
Thanks, Detroit Siggy. Good shout out, JJ and Wayne. Thanks, bro. Hey, what's up, boys? Throwing Nick from Yuma under the bus, saying that he was at a coffee shop today in little biker shorts. And lots of wealth and great health to all. Buy a bunch of PayPal stock next week. Oh, there we go. Why is that, Detroit City? Is PayPal supposed to be going up? No.
Seen a lot of bad calls in the quarantine. Go ahead, sorry.
No, John has ace king doubled up. Back in the mix. And look at Justin's got 2 queens. It looks like we're gonna probably get this one all in pre-flop.
Kitty Quo's in the chat, guys. Say hello. He mentions the tournament's about 2K USD. To enter, 33,000 to the winner.
Oh my god.
Hey, all you Kitty Quo fans, I saw you putting up the hearts in the chat, so she's in there right now. Professor Fandom and you loved her in the Live of the Bike chat.
And John, after doing some meditation chants, gets his ace king all in pre-flop.
两张都可以考 A。哎，大家好。
这个需要想那么久吗？准备了。
直播。
哦，要演一下是吧？
Oh, door card is the ace. Backdoor diamond draw for the queens.
Why does it say queens are 0% on the graphic? Oh, there we go. We got updated.
A little delay. And there's 2 outer. Queens needs 2. Last in, not gonna happen. Ace and the king sometimes wins.
Gives Andy the fist bump that I came down here to play this 2K tournament with you, Andy, and try to take your chips, but since I doubled up with someone else, give me that fist bump. I think that's
some marriage proposals in the chat. The kitty.
already married. Calm down.
JJ just pokes a hole in the balloon.
Calm down. 1.3K in the chat. All right, shout out time. I just saw 1.3K. Air Eliminator 2.0. 1 Up Gaming, Jimbo, Natty with Jim Klein, Mad Benjamin, Finch Lynch, Eco Johnson, Kitty Quo is in the mix on the poker table in the chat. Give her a what up. Detroit Siggy, who donated $10. Thank you very much, Detroit Siggy. Who else is up in the chat? Blah, 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 blah. What else we got up in here? Timothy Mock. And I gotta give a few more. I gotta scroll up. Peter Ladd.
Mad Benjamin.
I got him, but one more time. Yeah, that's about it, because I'm tired of scrolling up. Alex Lee, who was up in the mix for a minute. Dal Monte. Raymond Perla. And yeah, that's not about right. Chip Wong says, can I get a shout out? You just did, player. You're here rocking with Wayne and myself, JJ, here on a Friday.
Ooh, king off the top for Jerry. And Kitty with the classic overcard and gut shot.
I'm gonna grab my dinner, boys and girls. So we'll be left with Wayne for the next few minutes.
Just want 10 minutes.
I'm gonna wait for the end of this hand though, because it's getting a little spicy.
Woo! Jared's gonna call. Let's see if Kitty barrels, tries to overrun.
Look at this
ahead of
it's super bloated here.
She's ahead of the draws like Ace Jack, King, Queen Jack.
On a snap call.
I bet Kitty knows he's got showdown value with that kind of call.
Yeah, I wouldn't bluff someone when they call like that on the turn.
I think there's some confusion with the bet size.
I think you try to put her all in, right?
I'm not sure. There's some bet sizing issues.
All right, now this pot is massive. I'm not sure how much Kitty has back, but this is not a river. If I'm Kitty, I'd be bluffing. She's got an ace of hearts, which is not good. You want Jerry to have those missed flush draws in hand. She also has a queen in her hand, which has King Jack blocked for the bluff.
Kitty does give up,
Jack, yeah.
and Jerry slams his top pair.
Shout out to Benjamin, donated 3 SGDs. I'm not sure what SGDs are, but thank you very much.
不会 fold 了啦，我一开始就不相信你了。
他绝对不会错的。
一开始设定好，我吹谁下推你后一，你看，
刚刚为什么不讲大声？
刚才很害怕。
你刚刚你设置300。
对，我知道，我现在想说啊，完了，我要回家了。
啊，那不会直接。
Thank you, Benjamin, with the SGD 3 donation. Buy-in is about $2,000 USD. Thanks, John Cunningham. Says happy Friday, Wayne and JJ. Gonna have Kitty Quo on the Poker Out podcast. She's super busy. Our schedules just don't align. And we chat almost every week. Try to get things going for our careers. Biden's got an ace and a king. Andy makes a classic fold, King 10, when you get raised. I'm gonna let it go. Chip Wong asked, how many tried members in the field? I don't know. Head over to the club and ask. You know, steal the microphone. Attention. How many tribe members are in the field? And shout out to the tournament grinders, man. I have so little patience. I've been playing more tournaments during the quarantine for liveathebike.com archive YouTube videos, but it's rough, man. So under the gun, Andy with pocket twos, raises, and Justin with aces, re-raises. I don't think Andy's gonna go with twos. So it's either a flat or a fold. Did fold. Getting some action on social media. Jerry Fang Elite Mid Stakes Pro. Like the tweet. And Kane Callis just followed me on Instagram. Shout out to Kane Callis.
I think King Callis just follow you, unfollow you thing to get followed.
I was already following him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we know each other. We butted heads on Live with the Bike. He bluffed pre-flop. But yeah, position.
Kane's a nice guy. I played day one with them.
Oh, yeah, super nice guy. We're almost at 1.4K, guys. So just a little push. We just need a little push. We need a min bet. We need a min bet to get us there.
1.4K. I'm about to put down my fork and give more shout outs. Ooh.
And that's the nizzles.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the image might pay off here.
John's got nada. All right, so we did. live from Taiwan. Where are we going next? Are we in Mexico or no?
We're at 1.4K, so
Really? Mine's been 1.3.
I have 1404.
All right. Shout out. All right. Air Eliminator 2.0. Who else we got? Jim Klein, Chip Wong, JJ. Who plays more balance? I don't know who plays more. I'm not gonna. But thank you for the
They're talking about the mob,
Oh,
the Japanese mob, and the.
Detroit Stevie, who donated $10. Mad Benjamin. Kitty Quo, she's still watching. I'm sure she is. What's up, Kitty? How are you? Can't wait to play you in an anti game and take your chippy. Matthew Davenport. Stop. Nick from Yuma, of course. Timothy Huang. What's up, guys? I'll give a shout out that we have 15. Till then, you guys gotta lay low.
It keeps going up, like the live at the bike viewership.
Oh, bang, bang.
Up in here, up in here.
他只有偷人的，没有给人家偷的。上身是大地。
Take it down. What's up, Mad Benjamin? Your lighting reminds me of Cyville Shepherd on Moonlighting. I don't know what that is, but Mad Benjamin, always a nice guy, so I'll take it as a compliment. We're using this quarantine time to upgrade a lot of stuff at Live at the Bike. You see some of it in progress. Brian Arakaki doing the heavy load. Shout out to him. Live at the Bike director. He's the backbone. What would we do without it?
啊，你准备了，我看到你准备了。准备了。哎，爸爸有火花是怎样？
要不然多多看这次够吗？6号干嘛？
而且我们 tempo 很快哈。我刚才有一打的好闷哦。放弃了，没有他。
脱一件衣服啊，没打开脱一件是不是？
脱一件衣服，自己说出来，2张手把自己说的，
说什么字套都盖了，
忘记了要秀2张，等一下给他挡先挡住。
What's really interesting is that Andy's been around. He's been probably 15 plus year career. Whoa, what's going on here? When you play that long, you go through a lot of game conditions. And again, we talked about this. I talked about this with Chris Brewer. That's gonna come out on Monday on the PokerCraft podcast. Like, when you're a veteran, you adapt to whatever game conditions. So something like this might be like a regression in eras. So Andy's just super comfortable playing in these settings. Just like JJ, you said when you knew me, I was a tag, but when Blake was mentioning his experience with me, I was definitely Liger.
You played really solid.
It's for this era, I think it's kind of the way to go. And also, I had a little negative reinforcement. I guess people know their man when I'm bluffing, so.
2 pair for Justin.
开2张。
不要逼紧他，他就要他推出来就要开2张。
Gotta say I'm a Kitty hater because I see all the Instagram pics with Kitty and my old drinking partner Maria Ho. I got ditched.
没聊天我也不会打。聊天要跟这个人聊。
The blinds are up, huh?
Yep.
2K with 2K Annie.
杀小，好好聊天。
And you notice this with some recreational players. You know that Yao is kind of tightened up. You know, the later stages of the tournament. First few stages, he was ready to fire off. Common trend.
是哦，那个是谁的他？大家的菜啊。是啊，蛮可爱的。 哪里厉害？你老公只在你好不好？
他只是菜而已嘛，他是我的肉了，有点心头肉。
把女生当什么东西？啊，你不懂啊！你在讲女生的，我是没有声音没有收，大比你还在讲。
有啦。
你死定了，你死定了！还没收过骂脏话是不是？哎，在那个
3号棋盘，
字幕，哎，那个字要怎么念？
字幕不会打，这个脏话可能打不出来。
丢脸了！他会想打叉叉叉。
没有，他会被消音。8号炮。
丢脸啊！It's embarrassing.
Yeah, with a big hand here.
Woo.
8号 check。2号 check。6号5000。
有 check 的你不知道，
棋牌。2号棋牌。
浪费时间。啊，扎实哦。
记忆力真好，不知道要翻。
哇，这调配很看。
Hey, Air Eliminator. No translation of cussing. JJ, go birds 90 asked what you mooching on.
I got
Munching on.
Have you ever been at Tinder Greens, Wayne?
I think
Tinder
like
Greens. I don't know why I said Tinder. Tinder Greens?
Tinder greens.
Tinder Greens.
Swiping for greens.
Yeah. Have you ever been there? There's one in Pasadena, but they're all over the place.
I think I've been to one. I mean, it sounds like a place that I'm going to at most one time.
Yeah. It's good. They have a lot of healthy options and not healthy options if you want. But they got vegan salad that my wife likes. But I got Chipotle chicken, which is chicken breast Chipotle style, a bunch of veggies on the side, and then steak on the side. So I'll be munching for a while. Yep. I got a piece of bread that I made my steak into like a little sandwich. I'm gonna go for the next half hour. I've got a lot of. Usually I need a big meal before I commentate. I didn't really eat a big meal before.
Same. Yeah, we had some busy stuff going on. You know, leading up to this. Brian did the bulk of the work. No, I've been trying to be healthier. So there were some times where the pizza joint you recommended to me, I like really want a pizza, but I've been like getting healthier. Like I actually have like fruits and vegetables here. I have 2 avocados and a banana. So.
Nice. I haven't been having avocado that much on quarantine, but when I used to eat at the casino, I'd just get like a half or a full on the side that, you know, has good fat.
Garrett was being flattering when we were back for that brief 2-episode stint. He's like, "Wait, did you lose weight?" I'm like blushing.
Did you?
Yeah, that's what people say. I generally don't keep track, but when people mention that and pay that compliment, I could usually like sense during that time period I probably did, due to like, you know, eating less, working too much, exercising more.
What's up, Intramorph? He says, live poker? When was this filmed, Dwayne?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So, is it technically today with the time delay, or was it yesterday?
I think it was a little bit less than a day. Well, the ending is probably a little bit less than a day. We are delivering this to you guys as soon as we can. We could have streamed it live, but then that would be off with the time zone, so we decided to do it 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Kitty's in the mix here with ace 5. Looks like she's gonna get check raised off the best hand.
Oh, Jerry's got a pair 8s. Yeah.
Jerry's got a pair 8s, which is pretty tricky. He's turning his 8 into a bluff.
Yeah. Sneaky, sneaky. Kim Young Soo. This is in Taiwan, so not many cases, just like, South Korea. So no mask. Go ahead.
The Kitty's the only one without a mask. See gangsta.
妈妈两兄弟一定不会气的，算了，先气好了。
3号气牌。4号扣。
What's up, Jeff Bro? This is Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan, on the north side of the island.
Have you ever been, Wayne?
Yep, many times when I was younger. The last time I was there was probably 2012 or 13.
How are the beaches?
I didn't go to the beach. I was mainly visiting family, taking care of errands. Yeah, I'm gonna throw myself under the bus, like playing the field.
看手牌，两个就是够。
对啊，真的没什么好参考。
I actually got set up on a blind date there too.
Oh yeah.
It was nice. It definitely wasn't gonna click though.
Yeah, my brother, that's his dad. He says, "I love Wayne DJ." Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Michael De La Garza. The MDLG.
He wanted to go for a hike tomorrow. That's by my house, and I told him, "Got to get here before 10 a.m. because the dog can't hike in the heat." The over and under him getting here before 10 a.m. I'll take the over. Andy, first Yao, round 9. Andy now trip aces.
If Andy is gonna bet, I was gonna throw myself under the bus and say if Yao checks, Andy's gonna check.
Board's way too draw heavy.
Yeah, I agree.
Gotta make the money while the game's good, Wayne.
Young Yep Wayne. Wayne, what are you doing there? We are watching Live at Taiwan, hosted by Live at the Bike. Andy and Kitty Quo, and your commentators JJ De La Garza and B22 Soso Wayne Chung. Nick from Yuma, it's what's that line from? It's got earthy tones, smooth draw, enough kick to win the high endola. What's that from? Sounds familiar.
我们还需要打知名度哦。
哎，这国际的不一样哎。
没事啊，在台湾就已经出不完了，跑去外面。
拿到几点结束？
Young Yip, by the way, why is Andy there? Because he's wise man. Before the second shutdown, Andy was talking to me and he was like, yeah, I want to be in a safer place while this goes down. And that safer place is Taiwan. Nope, I am still in LA. Gonna be in LA for quite a while. At most, I'll go see my parents there, but got a lot of stuff here to do.
九完对啊，这个时间九完对啊。
Yao seems like he's almost open limping every hand, huh?
Changing up his style.
翻两张。翻两张。
Luke Coffee, this was a half a day ago, but we wanted to give it to you during prime time on the West Coast. So, a little delay.
为什么要用6人桌啊？
节奏比较快，
节奏比较快啊。
不然会打，然后打到很慢。这个所以设计的应该是他提议的吧？
There he is. Andy from Live at the Bike. Sneak book.
1万3是怎样？
2号700，
不给人家
1万3，1万3，3号扣1万3。
And look at Jerry go. Raising that from under the gun or the low jack, 7-5 off. And Andy just flats queen.
Ooh.
And Jerry flops 2-pair.
This game is so gross.
Oh my gosh. Andy, why didn't you 3-bet one time, baby?
Because he wants to trap the 7-5, but
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome when it pans out because you under-rep your hand.
Andy gonna check and raise. Or does he sense something's wrong? Andy with the spidey senses.
Oh man, I think he has to check and raise. I mean, there's a flush draw on board, right?
It's definitely the preferred play, especially if you're gonna flat, but I think he senses something's wrong. And he might check call.
No way.
I think
Maybe he might still play if he had the bug.
是打掉还是打败啊？欧要讲欧语。
And did you see Jerry's snap call or whatever it was?
yeah.
Did Andy go all in?
I don't know.
I think Andy went all in.
Yeah.
He went all in, and Jerry snap called him, obviously at top 2.
And Jerry has Andy covered.
被切掉了，起立啊！
This thing, everybody watch Andy get cut up.
That's gross.
That's gross.
会有这么刁钻的牌？故意啊！
That's a 500,000 chip pot.
Andy needs an 8 or a 2
我要笑一笑啊！
or a queen.
Or yeah, so I was about to say.
不买了。
Oof. And a bad beat.
哎，豪哥，干嘛这样子？
Yeah, and that's brutal because Andy gets paid by all the underpairs to his queen, so 8s, 9s, 10s, jack.
Yep.
Maybe some flush draws, maybe some stubborn 7/8 or
Or
8
stubborn.
that put Andy on flush draws.
Stubborn overcards.
I think Andy just rebought, huh?
That's definitely Andy's style. Brush yourself off and try again.
没有，趴了，对啊，
Oh, is that Sasha?
龙哥，
No.
Oh, okay, no. Yeah, you're right.
No, come on, Wayne.
Did double take. Jeez, I had to make sure.
You sound like Chris Tucker right there.
My bad, my bad.
全球在看你，专业点好不好？
拿5T open 13000的
搞得他在你被看你这就好了，可以吗？
，5T O 了 open 13000，
Fines about $2,000 USD.
提供费啊，那也不会吃饭。对你这样子，你拿了冠军以后，没有人要学打牌了，我跟你讲。多少钱？300多啊。
还差不多，因为你还有3个级别可以买，但是最少100万。
冠军哎，
对啊，
那么多。
应该有100万吧？有 没有？
没有，
没有吗？
没有啊。
Something about a million.
然后人数的关系。
一定有啊！你看你那15000的，对不对？第一名就是号3
你100个人算吗？有100个人吗？
没有啊，可是还有人还没买票，还有3个级别啊。
有100个人才会，我看100个，
不用到100个，70个就够了。
70个不。
而且他的买是有人从买入那里啊。
我知道啊。
对啊。
然后要接近100人，冠军才有100万。
Don't tell, they will take you to go drink.
I'm all alone. Smash that thumbs up button and hit subscribe. Kitty Quo helps Live the Bike get this view. And shout out to Andy, who mix in Taiwan and willing to play on camera. I don't think you guys understand how big of a decision it is for poker players to play on camera because it's revealing so much of our game. Puts us at a disadvantage. Andy with ace. Oh, sorry. No, Justin with ace 7 off. Andy with king jack of hearts. On the cutoff. The blinds call. And yeah, we're gonna squeeze with the Wino Poker. Maybe he's a fan of Wino Poker and Live at the Bike. The 8-6 suited. Andy with an interesting decision. He's gonna see if I'll have bricks. If Yao c-bets, he probably takes it down. And Yao's gonna show it off that he has the 8 high.
All right.
Yao's earning his stripes. He just made Wino Poker proud, outplaying the field with the 8-6 suited.
I mean, I'm all for Wino Poker, but we all know who is the originator of the 8-6 suited, and it was Thomas Watt.
That's right. Wasn't it 8-6 offsuit that he had with Howard Letter?
He had a bunch of 8-6, but I think it
Oh,
was
really?
8-6 suited, but it could have been. I mean, Tom DeLonge's a maniac, bro.
He is, dude.
He's like Garrett Adelstein on like 20 steroids. Actually, though, the Tom DeLonge that was on Poker Central, like, what, about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wasn't that crazy anymore.
Hey, man, I'm not the same player I used to be either. Just like you said, I'm tight and aggressive.
Yeah, when players just start hitting the call button, huh, Wayne?
That was definitely a big influencer when I was doing some pretty solid bluffs, and they just knew their man. I gotta give them all credit. Luke one of them, Barrington, a couple people snapped me off, and I'm just like, all right. They know their man.
Good kicker. Gonna go bet fold, snap fold ski. No money for Andy there.
One of my best Poker Grab podcasts is with Andy. People thought he couldn't talk. I have one with Kitty that we pre-recorded, but we ended up scrapping it. We are definitely going to redo one, and also in English and in Chinese.
What'd she say about me? Why'd you scrap it? What'd she say about me?
We just wanted to change the tone. Like there were some rough times, and she wanted to be more positive. gonna do one in English and Chinese with Kathy Zhao as well.
Justin has Jerry dominated. 3-bet pot and top. Justin's feeling really good here. Oh, but he doesn't have a club in his hand. There are 3 clubs on board. And Jerry's gonna bet 21K. And an all-in. Justin goes all in for.
They're asking for a count.
Not that much more. Because how much did Jerry bet? I don't understand, Wayne. You see under the cards how it say like 60.91.
Yeah, I think those are the odds.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I kept tripping out. Like, what is that number? First time in the booth. My bad.
KJ, don't worry, we'll get you trained.
Yeah. Don't be too hard.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's the first time.
Luckily, I didn't ask that question the first time I did it. You know.
And shout out to the beat junkies, your hat.
Oh yeah, I was talking to DJ Melody yesterday. He hit me up. I haven't talked to him in a while since like almost beginning of quarantine besides text. So we caught up on the phone for about half hour. Doing good. So told me he's just stayed. He said it's the last until school ended for his kids. He became he went from DJ Melody to David the teacher, you know.
He gave me a gift, a USB gift. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, he gave me one of those too. Did he
Thank
say
you.
for your hand histories or what?
No, he has some of his old remixes because I asked them for them.
Oh, you put them on there?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
why
need
is
to-
it the same?
Yeah, you need to check it out. Maybe you put them on yours.
No, he didn't. He just told me it's for me to save my hand history.
No, I told him I wanted to hear some of his OG remixes, so he put some on there. And now they're on my iPhone. You know, we're gonna open a restaurant too, Meat Junkies. He and I.
Selling sausage or no?
Yeah, all about the sausage.
This shout out to the cool jeweler says this is badass, guys. Thanks. You're very welcome.
打你也不会盖，我打你也没有用。
牌不好啊，
我牌也烂啊，
你牌好你不打我都不相信。
我就牌烂啊，这个
劝退。
退就退啊。
We got to get Jerry on live at the bike. Jerry's the one who's pushing all the action.
主席啊，
花呢花呢。
There's a new Jerry in town, not just Jerry Fang. Might have 2 elite mid-stakes pros.
As you can tell, we favor the guys who drive the action here at Live at the Bike. We love our action players.
Oh yeah, a lot of action. A lot of action.
We got Yao, we got Jerry.
DW, is that a tattoo on Kitty's arm? I don't think so. I think it's just a pat.
Yeah, it's a patch.
So many Kitty fans in the Live of the Bike chat.
Terry with 2 sevens. Gonna go 3 ways. Andy's gonna call from his big. Blinds are 2,500, 1,250 with Andy at 2,500. Open in a straight draw for Andy, and Justin has the nut straight. Not nut straight, second nut straight. Ace king would be nut.
Andy just got backdoor clubs. Andy needs an ace or a 9 to chop and backdoor clubs to win. Hashtag not a club.
And Andy gives it up.
Give it up. Follow Kitty Quo as Kitty Quo Poker on Twitter, and Andy is Andy Stacks Poker on Twitter. And of course, follow Live at the Bike. We are the Live at the Bike poker stream.
Yes, sir.
Once again, this is the CTP Poker Club in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan. It's Taiwan Million Tournament High Roller 6 Max event. Buy-in was NT 58,800, which is about 29x USD, so it's about $2,000.
And Yao's got a big hand here. He's still gonna limp. I wonder if he's gonna limp raise all in. Justin's gonna put in a big raise behind him. Oh, Yao's just gonna flat call. I'm not sure how many big blinds he has remaining.
Wow.
And a board that tens really hates 2 over. Does have a gut shot though. Oh, it goes check, check. Look at the turn to queen.
Wow.
Great for Justin. Double checks his cards, Wayne. Double checks his cards. Is probably gonna go in for a raise. I'm smelling strength here.
Boom.
No, we just black hole. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. 98,000 in the pot.
Yeah, since there's something wrong, he checks.
That was a one-liner on the board. And he's probably gonna bet a price something like 40 to get paid by 2 pair. And a snap call. How much was the bet? I think it was 23, 25. So Justin rightly assesses it, and that's a quarter pot, old school, actually that's new school style quarter pot. Gets paid.
So JJ and I both have an online and live background. In one of our future talk shows, we're going to talk about the differences between the two.
So Yao's only got 19 big blinds left. Andy's got 27 big blinds. Kitty's got 39 big blinds. So you gotta start rooting for Andy and Kitty to run it up.
Andy, Kitty.
Yeah, get them to the final table. Big stack at the table is Jerry.
3号位是6千，4号扣，6号弃牌，
Jerry's right there sitting to the left of Andy.
7号弃牌，
To the
He has
left.
a 2-5. Oh, Andy checked over his ace-jack. Very deceptive.
4号9千，
He knows his man.
3号扣，
And just sneaky, I like this. Probably gonna go for a check raise jam turn.
Ooh, this is a gut shot for Jerry. 6 outs.
4号 check，
Free card.
Check, check. So, what hand is Andy targeting now? A weaker ace or a queen? Let's see what he decides on the sizing.
3号
33,000 in the pot. So he bet 20,000. He's definitely targeting a smaller ace then, or maybe a good king, something like king queen or queen jack, because he did bet 2/3 pot.
And good fold by Jerry, who pretty much... Ooh, did he show the jack? Or did he show the ace?
I don't know if he showed.
I thought he flipped over a card.
Oh, did he?
I think so, but I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't bet a lot on what I saw.
Andy, you only pass out, you don't pass on there.
妈呀，
Oh yes,
不干了。
almost got. Thank you. 他跟我去泰拳，输的话我3号4号，我输我要跟他去 Nike。2、3、4弃牌，6号弃牌。7号 all in。
Gregory Fu said that he showed the jack
8号弃牌。
in the chat. Shout out to Gregory.
You sneaky. And you're a live pro of 15 plus years like Andy. You got a little, you know, show one tricks. I have some live show card tricks I'll reveal in future podcasts. Not ready to reveal them now.
All right, Wayne, what's your best joke of all time that you got?
Yo, mama's so degen. This is the 7th time that she said, last orbit, I swear. I gotta keep him PG too. That's the difficult part.
Kitty dominating Yao here. Probably gonna put in a big. Oh, she just rips in her stack. All in.
Rip.
It's a pretty big rip though. Ooh, John's got 2 6s. That's a 40 big blind rip. So the big blind is 2,500. I don't think John can call this off, even though he's pretty tempted. Oh, and John Ree goes all in.
Wow.
Kitty's gonna have to win a flip.
Kitty must be like, uh-oh. And then she's like, whew.
And one of her 8s are gone. Kitty's gonna have to win this flip, Wayne.
Oh, and the 6 of diamonds is dead. All these minor nips.
老蒋感觉是凭空干的，跑马都不会输的。
Ace.
发完了吗？
That was a big shove by Kitty Quo.
Oh, it's over.
Game time, who?
It's over. It's turn 6.
包
GG
完了吗？还没包完，还是挺 OK 啊。
Ribeye.
Ribeye or rebuy, that's one of my all-time best ones.
Ribeye?
When you bust, is it time for the ribeye or is it time for the rebuy?
Depends how big the tournament is, I guess.
Yeah. Or if you're just giving up or you're hungry.
Or how long, like, I mean, I'm a DJ now. I will late reg until the last minute if the line's not too big.
JP says Justin and Jerry at this table are good tournament players.
他被 all in 了，没错，对，就是你们想的那样，没错。不要再讨论他了，没错，就是他。
So Justin is right there next to Kitty, and Jerry is the one who's on Andy's left. So. Shout out to the 1.3K, correction, 1.4K people watching here on Live at the Bike. Here, live in Taiwan. It was filmed, let's say, around 12 to 16 hours ago. And if we would have filmed it live, it would have been at like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. So.
This is the CTP Poker Club in Taipei, Taiwan. Got pocket queens on the button. Jordan. John with the fives.
Wait, why did we say Jordan? I mean, Justin.
Yo, Justin, sorry. I just watched Last Dance a couple weeks ago. So good.
I'm like,
oh.
When someone says Jordan, you just say Jordan after it. You know, that's what we did as a kid. That's how much we go Jordan was. Jordan. But it's Justin. Overpair for Justin. Not a good board though for his queen.
I'd be happy with this board.
Yeah, I mean the 8-7 is flopped there. You got all sets right there, 5s, 6s. You could have some 6-5 offsuits. Let's see how much Hollywooding John does if he does something. Because he's kind of hemming and hawing a little bit and gonna smash the raise button, I assume. Oh, he just puts in the flat.
No, I'm okay right now.
Oh, that's the action killer for those 5s.
I'm not sure because
Queen's picked up a flush draw, so 8 outs because he has a 5 of spades and 2 queens.
So weird.
10 total.
Now John is leading. And now this river is going to go check, I assume. He said you made the minimum right there. That's when you show the hand and you're like, Lee, you could have won a lot of money. That's a little tilty, you know?
Hashtag soul read.
Jerry with ace king. John with pocket fives one more time. We got a 3-bet in progress. Good board for Jerry to bet. Got the gut shot and the strongest range. But he did go for the check call. Turns the ace. There's 2 flush draws on the board, but Jerry does continue with the sneaky play. Look at how interested he is in the pot.
扣慢一点，是吧？4万，叫你不要自杀。他会开红的，来吃的我好了。
Jerry looks like he's gonna flat again. Gonna keep John's bluffing range wide and checks in the dark. Wow, it looks like John wants to go for this one. He's got a 5 of club in his hand. It looked like the dealer thought, or Jerry thought that he was checking, but he was just saying to spread out the pot. There's 181,000 in chips in the pot. And John bet 120K.
Wow.
Going for the triple barrel here. He's blocking the club. Jerry has checked every street with John, and John has decided to bet every street.
Oh. Gets it off.
And remember, Jerry bluffed John when John sat at the table, so he got him back. And he immediately showed it.
You know what's no bluff? I got 2 avocados. No bluff.
No bluff. What do you mean?
And I'm getting healthier. I bought 2 avocados.
Oh, okay, I got it. You know what's not a bluff? 1.4K people in the chat. That ain't no bluff either. I think like if we have 1.5K, I think I'll like do a cartwheel or something. I don't even know if I could do a cartwheel actually. Better not say that. Our boy Yao is going all in. And Justin's got ace king. This might be the end of Yao. Not sure what Yao has. He has a pocket pair to flip.
Depending which pocket pair. Be a bigger or small flip.
Yao shook his head, so he's probably dominated. Yup, he is.
Yep.
Yao's gonna need a queen or some sort of straight to save his day.
Almost.
He needs that runner or the queen. Chop with a jack or a king. Boom. GG Yao. Unless he's gonna rebuy one more time.
记他的，
他的只对方向啊，
他的，我不知道。
YouTube thumbnail. You wouldn't believe what healthy food Wayne's eating.
对啊，就是到 level 9之前可以买3只。
There's a YouTube clip of like a hand where like 3 people went all in on the flop. And then the action was on me and I had to overpair queen. And I ended up folding, it took me like a minute.
如果你要这样讲的
And everyone had the nuts essentially, I think.
话，这样
2 people had the straight, 1 person had the higher straight. Someone had a set. And I was literally looking at the board and I was like eating a piece of broth there called bar and I was
好
like,
这样讲啊，
you know.
我知道问他的问题，就没有比过赛，我不知道。
And it looks like Yao
我只怕我
Yao goes for the rebuy. So I'm assuming that up until this level coming up is going to be the rebuy period, I would assume.
他是老强人，14
Usually level 7, level
他
8.
上次也是打好几发，他跟我跟少杰啊，少杰本来今天也要来的，他中午就打麻将，
6发哈
6发，
，6发他们2个，
第八给谁吗？对啊，一样啊，第八给谁？
你们2个老板6发，
小声一点。他妈的，顶一个就有了。
Junyo Zhang says, my man Big J and Wayne.
What's up, buddy?
What up? We're chilling, man. Happy to be here with you guys on a Friday night. Chilling, watching some poker with you guys. Live from the quarantine.
Hey, man. I gotta be telling the jokes, man. You're making me insta-curve.
好会对牌哦！
Hey, man, I'm on day 5 Insanity tomorrow.
What's
Trying
that
to
over?
get the workout program.
Oh,
Day, man, day 4 today was supposed to be recovery day. So I did it like around 3 o'clock. And I was like, all right, well, after this, it's only it was like 40 minutes. I thought it was going to be mainly stretching. I was like, after this, I'm going to go on a 3-mile run on my treadmill. Dude, that recovery was no recovery, bro. I was dying. Dude. So I didn't do no extra runs. So I'm just waiting for tomorrow, day 5. I quit the Insanity. I've got to like day 20 a couple of times. I want to stay and play like a day 4 and swim every time. So hopefully I can crush this one. We got 4-way action. 2 pair for Jerry, and he's gonna lead it. Jerry's gonna show 1 card. Timmy shows the 8. Junyo Zhang says, can you do a show either on PokerCraft or where you just talk poker strategy and how you move up to the high stakes?
Well, that's a very good question because this coming Monday, a pre-recorded PokerCraft with Chris Brewer and I, we definitely cover that topic.
Alright. I don't know if I'm best to answer that. I don't really play high stakes. More mid stakes and then dabble in some bigger games. That are probably bigger than I would assume that most of the poker community will play, but I wouldn't ever say I'm a reg in high stakes ever. That's not true. But Wayne did reg the high stakes. Derek knows that. JJ, are you properly manscaping? I've been To be honest with you, I've been slacking a little bit during the quarantine.
没有啦，
Just slacking,
他
dude.
是亏他的2个出院了啦，一个还在出院。
Jerry with 2 9s. Takes it down.
他很会聊天，你不要看他。
Shout out to my man AJ.
看他心情，他心情不好的时候很喜欢一个人在那边
AJ, you know AJ. Shout out to my boy Love Places Damon.
6号起来，7号位置，8号起来。
I got some work texts. All I gotta say is Andy and Kitty quote confirmed superstars on Live at the Bike.
胸罩，
2号扣，3号金牌，4号扣，
Love Places, Love Places.
3号起牌，4号去，
Shout out to AJ, aka SA. Watching the Live at the Bike YouTube focus stream.
We're
A
gonna
lot
see
of our
another-
boys, huh?
you could see a big one here because Kitty's got top and Jerry's got open ended.
And John's got a set draw.
7号9天，
Kitty bets 10,000. It looks like,
2号金牌，
which is about half the pot.
4号扣，
来这大概5、6个，30万了。
Almost. That was almost the 9.
I was about to say an ace is pretty brutal here.
4号
Right.
And that board is pretty scary for ace queen.
Yep.
Pretty dynamic. I wonder if she calls. Yep, she does call.
靠而已。
Oh. Boo. Sorry, Jerry. I'm rooting for Kitty. JJ, you can root for Jerry.
No.
4号2万3， 7号起牌，
Kitty gives it up. Good job, Kitty. I mean,
Good
all the
job,
girls
Kitty.
got their diamonds. Diamonds got their. Straights got their 2-pair draws got there. So.
买到6才中。
Yeah, Queen Jack card. She only really beats like King Queen and chops with Ace Queen.
Yeah, but King Queen doesn't bluff there, or doesn't even bet.
怕他打太大，我跟不中。
你还是会跟的啊。
Guest commentary from AJ says sets make money.
看他会不会打就好了。
AJ, you know AJ. AJ
AJ Chabaraba.
That was last name actually. Oh, not that guy. Not
Tom
that
Brady?
guy. not him.
Tom Brady.
No.
Kitty got the Anna Kournikova.
2号起牌，3号起牌，4号起牌，
Oh, Anna Kournikova versus Anna Kournikova. I think Yao just put in the raise from the big blind. And Kitty's all in, and Yao beats her in a spot.
一样。一个黑的，一个红的。
There we go. Flip. I got the ace king.
Whoa, running diamonds. Come on. Come on, Kitty, running diamonds.
给他一个 diamond，给他一点火花，开吗
That's what she just said.
Yeah.
哦，
Girl's best friend.
会不会太硬了？
Girl's
20%.
best friend.
Kitty, you got 20% now.
可以啦。
Oh.
这黑的黑头，这黑的黑头。
Oh, gross.
These odds are different on here though.
Yeah, because they have chop with the wins.
Yeah, it's weird.
牙医啊，你第一
It's
棒
like
还在
full
啊
on equity.
你玩太久了啦，不行啦。
What did he say?
He said you've been playing too long.
What did he say?
3到10都没等到。他也是第一次比赛，刚才开会员呢。
All right, those blinds and antes just went up 3,000, 1,500 with the 3,000 big blind ante. Andy's been pretty card dead this last hour, it seems like.
他说我赖他，他早不讲，他今天看诊到5点半，结果他4点半就到了。他请代班。
So it looks like Yao limped in and Kitty's gonna isolate him from the big blind. Gonna try to just get more money in the pot. Play against the wow.
Whoa.
Kitty's gonna go to double up city unless there's a 4.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is he just gonna ship it? No way.
OK，他那个主赛
Okay, he checked.
今天是比8000块而已，冠军大概会有
今天先把这个弄起来，
他的冠军会有
没有啦，
100万
主，赛要打太多场了，我们
对
打完先。
他要打很多场。
And he min raised 5,000 to 10,000.
And Kitty's kicker actually is weak in this spot. Loses the ace, king, ace, or sorry, ace, king, king, queen, king, jack. Chops with king 10 and loses the king 9. Like Kitty's just going with it.
Yeah. Well, Kitty has good blind versus blind, and remember, Yao just limped in.
Yeah. Of course, I don't. Definitely don't.
Yao should never have king queen and ace king. He should have raised those up. You never know. He could have those kind.
开一张 A 啊，要不要开一张4？
Kitty needs to dodge basically a 3
Oh,
out.
it's over. No 10. He's blowing kisses.
为什么翘？不要闹他好不好？
开始跳
Kitty,
了。
Kitty can only lose, or not lose, but she can only chop at the rivers of 10.
刚刚 AK 对 AK，哦还有哎。
Man, these dealers seem real legit, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, we got some good dealers at the bike too, but these dealers are. This girl's good.
你都不会盖啊。
When you're a poker player, you realize when you got some good dealers, you know? I mean, you go to the series, not the Bang Bang World Series, but they have a lot of like beginner dealers. Oh my gosh, dude. I had probably 2 or 3 tournaments that I can remember where the dealer was literally in slow motion. I'm like, I know that like literally one of the dealers was like shaking while pitching the cards. Like you feel for that dude, you know?
Yeah, and the other thing, like, why I didn't like going to the World Series is because the LA quality of dealers and casinos is so high. So just like, yeah, you go to the World Series. Sometimes other people from other countries, like, they're speaking 4 languages. And luckily, I had a buddy who told me that these 2 Russian guys were speaking Ukrainian, sharing cards. But like, you know, out in LA, if people are speaking a foreign language, you just know they're, you know, shooting it. They're not doing any cheating.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the different certain ethnicities in LA do tell each other their cards.
Woo! Bang bang. Okay. Well, the circles I ran around with. Okay. The Chinese speakers, they're not cheating. I know because I listened and if anything.
Yeah, for sure not the Chinese speakers.
再去柜台里面。
Flush draw for Jerry. Andy with the best hand at the moment. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, I was about to say it's gonna be hard for Andy. I think he showed Andy his cards again. Andy's like, dang. Andy's just shaking his head like, man, why can't we play some deep stack poker right now?
Yeah.
Shit would not be flying. Because I know what Andy's going through. When I play a tournament too and someone's running me over with like, you know, when I have like 30, 40 big blinds, it's like, man, there's kind of got to wait for hands here, you know? He's that poker, and he would be putting everyone in the chat.
白银刚讲一讲就挂了。
For sure.
翻译吗？
去翻译就是这很重要。
Shout out to the metal doc.
What a metal doctor.
Dan, Zach, go-to guys.
We're at 1,400 again. Guys, can we hit 1,500?
Y'all could do that. Text a friend, phone a friend, retweet the tweet, tag a friend on Instagram. Come on, boys and girls. Let's do it.